Don't freeze. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're live. We're live. Okay, we're live everywhere. YouTube is now live. Somebody check it. Somebody come to the into the YouTube chat. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jonspiracy Theory, episode 26. Please bear with me, you guys. I'm live on all the platforms. We are broadcasting across the world with the Jonspiracy, bro. I'm done. The whole world needs to see this, so I'm putting it on everything. What's going on, you guys? What's up everywhere? Everybody everywhere, say what's up. Welcome to the Jonspiracy Theory. If this is your first time, this is a show where we scour the internet. We deep dive into the internet every week, finding the best videos that we can, the most credible looking videos that we try to prove, debunk, and just have a laugh. This show is completely for entertainment purposes only. It is to have fun and just to spark good conversation. So if this is your first time, welcome in. How are we doing, you guys? Welcome in, everybody everywhere. Say what's up in the chat, please. Can we get some love? Whatever chat you're in, say hello. Spam some emotes. Throw some gifts. Sub up. Throw some kicks. Throw some bits. Whatever you guys got to do, bro. But let's get it. How are we doing, everybody? Say what's up. The Jonspiracy Theory, episode 26. Let's get into it, you guys. We got some crazy stuff going on this week. Everybody's saying it's going to be the coldest winter of all time. We are facing the craziest winter in the next 2 weeks. It's supposed to be like the coldest temperatures like ever recorded. So let's see how that goes. Let's watch some videos. Let's figure some stuff out. How we all do tonight? Guys, like I said, please bear with me. I might have to adjust some things on my vertical side here, but I'm happy to be with you guys tonight. Cheers, everybody. I got my coffee. We're drinking coffee tonight out of the Stay Awake Squad mug. Let's get it. Let's see what we can get into, you guys. Let's see what we can get into. We'll start with maybe some burner stuff while we let everybody get in here. Everybody who likes to come and watch the show. Yeah, like the live, you guys. Tap on the live and like it. Let's get this thing into the algorithms. I finally figured it out. I'm so glad. I'm actually so stoked right now, everybody. Yes. Light it up in the chats. Are you guys ready for an exhilarating, jaw-dropping night of Jonspiracies? Wednesdays are for talking Jonspiracies, you guys. You guys know that. So let's have some fun and let's find the truth. And remember, tonight's content is for entertainment purposes only. Lord Jim, let's go. What up, Lord Jim? Share the live, like the live. And let's get into it. I don't know where I'm at here. Give me 1 second to find where I'm at. We're there. Do you guys remember seeing this? It's been 2 weeks, you guys, since we've done this. All right, hold on. Let me see if this works.
Look at this pigeon. Hits
oh,
the glass
beautiful
window, and then all of a sudden, turn into a whole pigeon drone. Somebody's being watched.
This is more so just a test.
Let's start a test right now. I don't know if this is AI, but look at this pigeon.
I see you, Cons. I see you.
Window, and then all of a sudden, turn into a whole pigeon drone. Somebody's being
He said,
watched.
you know, I've never seen John and Jason born in the same place together.
I don't know if this is AI, but look at this pigeon.
That's true.
Hits the glass window, and
Matt
then all
Damon.
of a sudden,
all right, I just want to make sure everything looks good. Do a couple test videos. Make sure you guys can see and hear everything. Yo, if you guys are on the talk side of things, will you let me know if everything looks and sounds good?
Swamp. These are both in my neighborhood last night, and it gets a whole lot weirder in 1 second. If I told y'all I saw a crazy dense fog in the sky yesterday morning and it fell to the ground at nighttime, would you believe me? That's the mailbox. This looks like a horror movie.
Looks good.
This is just a video in my neighborhood last night, like 1 a.m. 2 a.m. And no, fog falling from high up in the sky is not normal to the extent where Google thought it was a metaphor. So the past 2 weeks, there's been reports coming from all around the United States, like when I showed you New York, as well as Europe and other places about this really
These
thick
are some
fog.
old videos.
Now,
I think we might have done these
1000%
already.
Unrelated, of course.
I'm just trying to find where I'm at.
Like trash for 2 days in a row.
We've got a bunch of good
how
videos
long
for you
has this
guys
fog
today.
been
I hope
going
you guys
on
are ready to get into it, have some
for
good
about 2
discussion.
days, completely unrelated. This one right here was by Gubba Homestead in the middle of the day. Unrelated. Y'all remember when I was telling you about
This is that chemical fog. I guess this stuff is coming back. You guys remember when this was a thing, this weird
Quite
fog?
literally just moisture in the air.
Earth is.
See all the hard work the lizards are doing to keep the plasma goddess from us? Here, take a look. I
Connie,
went on a
what's
little
up?
airplane ride, and there was a bunch of these low-hanging clouds, right? And they're just little fluffy ones and stuff, probably held up by the, you know, the 5G and stuff. But then if you go up a little bit, check this out. There's a huge gap, and then another layer of clouds. Why are they double layering them?
I don't know if I can see if you guys are gifting. I should have oh, you know what I don't have? Hold on. 1 second. Somebody test the talk alert, dude. Somebody tested alert on talk. And it's not working. Is it not working? Screen is offline. I can see it in the chat though. It's just not giving me an alert. It says the screen is offline, which doesn't make sense. All right, I'll have to look at that later. We won't have alerts for tonight. We're getting everything worked out, you guys. We're getting everything worked out. I'm actually just excited that like I'm live everywhere and it's working. This is my biggest multi-stream yet, you guys. All right, I see all you guys. Yes, I'm on KGB. Yes, I'm up with the gifts in the TikTok chat. Thank you guys.
It's almost like they're trying to keep us in the dark. Have you guys ever seen that movie Dark City, where there's a bunch of vampires, and this is just a movie, but a bunch of vampires want to take over the dream world or whatever, and everyone just lives in the dark.
Like the chat up, dude. Like the chat up.
And then you look at these clouds, you're like, there's so many patterns in here. This is so weird. Isn't nature so cool, giving us these cool patterns through air turbulence or whatever the fuck? I don't know though. Kind of looks like
Dark City pizza cheese
suspended in the air with maybe like electronic magnetic emissions coming from little tiny towers or something. Okay, look, there's like a third layer on top. This one's even casting a shadow. See that hard edge right there in the middle that's casting a shadow onto the second or third layer of clouds that we're all flying
This is
through.
like some weird clouds. Like, look at that. I've been up in a plane. I've never seen no clouds like that.
Through like 3 layers of clouds. Look at all those patterns. Would you think those are natural from air turbulence, wind? I don't know. Looks like a bunch of hedgerows, like someone was planting a little garden of darkness above us.
The Garden of Darkness.
I don't know. Also, look at how hazy the sky is all the time. Hey, look, I got They tried their best to keep us from seeing it, but I got to see it a little bit. I felt the warmth of the plasma goddess on my face for 5 seconds. And then we went back under the clouds. Hey, look, there's the Lake Michigan mining site that they backfilled with water after they got all the copper out. And there's
Shout out
Chicago,
Michigan.
the
How do
city
my
that's always been
Jonspiracies
there,
in my
way
Michigan
before
life,
we say we got
big?
here. Anyway, Chicago to New York, completely covered with this BS.
Hey, this right here
Luna,
is the
what's
type
good?
of flight I'm not staying on. Because imagine you're on a plane and it's about to take off, and all of a sudden a guy just get up and start shaking and then talking crazy, talking about this is the 6th time. We always crash, we always die, and
Luna.
we're stuck in a loop. What are you gonna do? At this point, flight is canceled. Let me off this joint. I'm getting my bags. I'm about to go get a motherfucking rental and I'm driving to where I gotta go. Unless it's overseas, then fuck that shit. And I don't care if I'm in first class. I'm still not doing it. I don't care.
There's some like Final Destination type stuff.
Buddy going crazy.
Man says he's lived this crash 6 times, claims everyone dies in the crash.
And the crazy thing about this video is the man that was yelling, he wasn't trying to get attention. He really sounded like someone who was tired of going through the same loop over dying again, and again. We all seen Final Destination.
Right.
That's what that reminds me of.
That's what I'm saying. It's some
You
straight
can
Final
really
Destination
hear
type
the
stuff.
fear in that man's voice. That's why I know this man is not going crazy, fool. He must really went through the same loop. So let me ask y'all a question. If you was on that flight and you heard someone say that, are you going to stay in your seat, or are you getting up and you're exiting the plane?
Same, bro. Same. I've seen a lot of memes about that recently, Cots. Like millennials know not to drive behind log trucks. You know, like we all have a fear of log trucks. I love that. I love that. That's like just something that's instilled in all of us. You know. What is this? Asia is losing people. Meanwhile, the animals are taking back the land. You know why China has ghost cities? Wait, what?
Talking about the fact that China and Japan aren't just dealing with low birth rates, but the animals are literally taking over, y'all. Y'all see that?
Hell nah, every
the bear
time.
just flicked that windshield wiper and that thing broke in like 7 places. Look at this. Look at that, y'all. The bears in Japan are not playing, y'all, day in or day out. As long as they see the people, it is on site. Look at that. Y'all notice how bears look like big-ass dogs? Look like a big-ass Rottweiler, don't it? Look at the face. Look at
could
that.
be AI.
The bear attacks have been so
A lot of these bear
rampant
videos,
that
I
they're
feel
letting
like,
the
are AI.
civilians go out and actually hunt the bears. And you coming from America,
Could you
they're actually
imagine,
telling
bro? You ain't
not
safe
to
up
go
there.
because you may get attacked.
Get this, the U.S. has issued a travel advisory for Japan following a string of deadly bear attacks.
Gen X didn't have the Final Destination. We just don't stand behind someone who just ate Indian food. Right, KGB. Which is smart.
A dozen deaths so far this year. NBC News correspondent
I can go for
Marcus
some
Francis
Indian
says
food
we're on
now.
a countrywide effort to try and protect residents and tourists.
A grisly warning to tourists in Japan as the country deals with a surge in bear attacks. According to Japan's public broadcasting network, a record 220 people have been injured since April. Officials say at least 13 people killed. 7 of those deaths in October alone, as the animals prepare for hibernation.
Bear population has increased dramatically in Japan. I mean, there are now, I believe, over 40,000 Asiatic black bears throughout Japan.
Bears have been spotted in populated areas across the northern part of the country, including inside this supermarket and outside a nursery school.
As that population increases, combined with the population of people increasing and going into these habitats, you're going to have these conflicts.
The U.S., the U.K., and China all issuing
Bro,
travel
the
advisories
bears
to their
start
citizens.
coming in the
The
city
bears
when they
also
feel
spotted
comfortable,
places
like
frequented
there's
by
no people
travelers.
around. I've seen
A
it
bear cub
happen.
killed by authorities after breaking into a hot spring resort in the Iwate prefecture. In the airport, they are briefly forced to ground flights after this sighting on the runway. In Japan's historic Shirakawa village, visitors carrying bear bells and warning signs posted everywhere after a tourist from Spain was attacked at the UNESCO-listed site.
This is historical village, as you know. So we actually asking tourists to actually do not litter anything, like pick up all the trash and take it. Other thing is that we actually going to hunt the bear.
Bear deterrents
Deadly
now a top
bear
priority for
attack.
Japan. Armed with bear spray and shields, troops from the country's self-defense force are helping capture the animals. Hunting drones that emit barking sounds deployed.
Guys, we're just going through some backlogs of videos
that
yet. We haven't even gotten to our main topics yet. We're just getting started. I'm just making sure everything works everywhere. Sit tight, you guys. We're gonna get into some crazy stuff.
Officials in Japan say it's a risk they cannot ignore.
We are not gonna let that things happen again.
Because when regions lose people, nature just doesn't vanish. Nature actually advances. These bears and these wolves, they're moving in like this is about to be their new kingdom because they don't sense a threat anymore. And this is exactly what I thought. You know, those Chinese ghost cities, those were actually buffer cities for the animals. Now, with everything that's changing right now, right? What if the animals is just reclaiming back the land and now they're trying to keep the animals out? Because again, this is their land. But yeah, y'all see that? UK, China, and Japan. The shift is here, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Some sort of message written in the sky. Could it be AI? That's wild. I don't know what some of these are. They're from a while ago.
Thing I found out about.
Yes, remember today's content is for entertainment purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only, guys. It's just for fun.
About the world once I became an adult. And it's something that a lot of the other adults I run into never quite get their minds around, which is that it is truly jaw-dropping how much work everything takes. And I don't just mean in this economy how many hours you have to work to afford rent. I mean in this universe, how much labor and time and energy and sweat it takes to grow a single tomato, or just any everyday thing that you use or buy. About a decade ago, a guy did an experiment where he tried to make a chicken sandwich truly from scratch. I mean, he would grow the wheat to make the bread out of. To make a single chicken sandwich, it took him 6 months, $1,500, and 140 hours of labor. And the thing is, when you're growing up, you're so totally detached.
Hold on, I lost my YouTube chat, you guys. There we go. Sorry, you guys. This is crazy. Like,
detached from all of that. Like, you're used to just going into the kitchen and turning on the water, but you're totally unaware of how much labor and effort.
The universe is 14 billion years old. You are here for
purify one
very small amount of
river
time.
water.
Enjoy
if you
your
had
time.
To do it
I
out
agree,
in the wild. But to this day, I will hear well-meaning, educated adults talk about how it would be so nice if we could just get back to nature, if we could get out of the rat race and society and all of the stress and just go grow our own vegetables. Not realizing that what they're describing is called subsistence farming, and it's backbreaking.
So
labor.
did you hear what he's like? He said there was a guy who made it see like what it would genuinely take to make a chicken sandwich from scratch, and it took him like 6 months. And that seems like short, even to get like, and it's expensive to get a chicken to grow, like make the wheat, like make your own bread, get everything you need to like cook bread, like to make it act like, oh, bro, you go to Chick-fil-A, bro, they're doing thousands of chicken sandwiches a day, you know, millions of chicken sandwiches a day for Chick-fil-A. But like, if you didn't have any of that, if you actually wanted to have a chicken sandwich, like, and there was nothing around you, like there's so much you'd have to do to get a chicken sandwich. Once all that stuff's gone, once like supermarkets and fast food restaurants, all that are gone, there's going to be no more chicken sandwiches, you guys. There'll be no more chicken sandwiches.
From sunup to sundown to just narrowly avoid starvation, where a single drought or a single unusual
Cilantro, do you really have chickens and grow your own vegetables?
Usually cold winter will kill your whole family. And it is
I can have a chicken
common
sandwich
to find on social media people posting like a photo of a quaint little cabin by a lake saying, this is all I need. I don't want to have to get a career or join the rat race. I just want a little place, somewhere quiet, and if I have that and Wi-Fi, that's all I want. Because they don't realize that just to get them internet and no other utilities means that millions of other people have to do back-breaking labor. Everything from dangerous
Everyone wants to do nothing,
work
right?
in mines and stringing power cables to stressful office jobs where people are coding software and working out payroll. So another way you could phrase this fantasy is, I would like to kick back and relax while millions of other people do back-breaking labor on my behalf. But of course they're not thinking of it that way because they're not comprehending how hard everything is. And I think if more people did
you're right,
this,
Cons.
they would have a
Most of it probably
kinder
isn't
and friendlier view toward their fellow humans. Because after all, the fantasy of going somewhere quiet is that you want to get away from all of the people who in reality are providing you with safety and comfort.
This is
That
a really good
regardless
point.
of what little way their job individually contributes to that, that job is hard. Because everything is hard.
There's lights on.
All right, Cilantro, let's hear it. I'm not gonna be as unhinged tonight. I'm on 4 different platforms right now, Cilantro. We're going mainstream with the Jonspiracy Theory. I already think that that some of these other platforms don't like it. We're not talking about the flat earth today. Nobody's even said anything about the flat earth. It does though, actually. Just it's like there is an answer to that. It moves so far away that eventually it's out of your vision. You can't see it. That you just have to go look that up. We're not doing that today, Cilantro. We've covered that. I've got other topics we're covering today.
Some sort of chemical on your food. You think you're buying fresh produce at the store, and this is at I believe he says Sprouts. Listen to what and look at what it really is.
I always do it.
So I went to Sprouts today.
I already did. It's because eventually when something moves away from you so far away, you're not going to see it anymore. It moves so far away. I've seen time-lapse videos of the sun just going and moving further and further away until you just can't see it anymore. We've watched these videos. I've got 4 platforms going, Cilantro. I can't waste my time with you. I've got to do these videos.
To pick up some organic produce, and I noticed a lot of the produce was wet. They have the little misters up at the top of the refrigerator case that sprays them down.
Yes.
And you would think it's just water they're spraying on the vegetables, but
we haven't
I
even got
up
started yet.
right above the produce section, and I noticed this
moving through
bottle
these and see
that
what
was
we
hooked
got.
into the sprayer.
This is backlog
and
stuff.
if you zoom in on it, it says Produce Max.
You're wasting your
made
time
by
with me, are you?
Chemstar, and it even has a warning sign on it for.
So this is on your organic food that you're buying.
No, I just have put together a whole presentation that I'm trying to share on 4 platforms, and you are currently ruining it for everybody else. I'm not hitting to scream tonight.
At the grocery store, Chemstar makes this. It's called
I'm making a
Produce
show,
Max
you
with
guys.
2 X's. It's an EPA approved, registered pesticide. They say that it reduces E. coli, salmonella, listeria from fruits and vegetables. It controls, and here's why they do it. It controls the spoilage. I don't know if you remember what eating was like back in the 1900s like I do, but you actually felt good after you ate. You ate something, and there's
I
probably
don't
some
feel good
meals
after
that you
I
can
eat
eat today that you're like, oh man, I feel good after eating this. And you probably got less chemicals sprayed onto that, injected into it. The meat probably had less glue holding
No, you're
it
good,
together.
Con. You're good.
When you fuck around with a 20 million year old frozen Antarctic lake, games ever get to a point
Be a vegan. It's harder to be a vegan than anything else. And even the fruits and all that stuff, it's all sprayed and fake. That's what the guy was just saying. Are you listening, Cilantro? Do you be listening?
Simulation theory states that if simulated worlds, like video games, ever get to a point that we cannot tell them apart from reality, then we can effectively conclude that our reality isn't real, but we're actually all living in a simulation, and I can prove it with basic math. So we have our reality, V0. Someone in this so-called reality will eventually create a simulated world, like a video game, with perfect graphics and AI models that perfectly emulate humans, physics, and every single thing in our world with one-to-one accuracy. A perfect simulation of our universe. Call it V1. If V1 truly is an exact replica of our reality, then follow me here. It is 100% guaranteed that someone in V1, like a AI human model, will eventually create their own simulated world inside of V1. If someone did it in V0 and V1 is a carbon copy of V0, then someone will do it again in V1. Another simulated world with perfect graphics and AI models that perfectly emulate humans, physics, and every single thing in—
He absolutely is saying something. That's why I saved the video. You're just not listening, Cilantro. You're just not listening. I'm going to have to time you out. You're ruining the show for everybody. I'm going to have to time you out. You're giving me no choice, really. You're ruining the show for everyone on every platform.
inside of V1 with one-to-one accuracy. That would be V2. Now, the same thing would happen in V2, which creates V3, which creates V4, starting a chain reaction of simulated worlds
Just
inside
listen to what he has to say.
worlds. Infinite nested simulations, like a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream that, by definition, goes on forever. By the logic we've used so far, this chain is guaranteed to start as soon as someone in our world creates this perfect video game. Now let's pause and take a step back. We have one real reality, the base reality, V0, and an infinite amount of simulated worlds, V1 to V infinity. So the probability that our world, the one you're in right now, is the base reality, V0, would be 1 out of infinity, which mathematically speaking is 0%. A 0% probability we're in the base reality equals a 100% probability we're actually living in a simulation. Now the counter theory to this states we haven't created this perfect simulation video game in our reality yet, which means we're either in V0 and haven't figured out how to make it yet, and maybe it's not even possible and we never will,
but the
or
chances
we're the
of us
last
being in
simulation in the
V0
chain,
is so
VX or whatever, and we're still trying to figure out how to create our own perfect simulation, VX+1, which then brings our probability of being in the base reality up to 1 out of 2. 50%. V0 reality or VX simulation. The counter theory to that is that once we do figure out how to create that perfect simulation, this 50-50 scenario no longer applies because we figured it out and we're right back to where we started. 1 out of infinity. Simulation 100% confirmed with sheer math and numbers. Go cry about it. And in case you got lost in the explanation here, remember.
How did we get so dumb and docile? This fresh produce ain't so fresh. I'll tell you.
I 100%. There's most like this. Most like is a simulation. I'm convinced Cilantro is not even a real person.
What the numbers mean on the barcodes. We'll get to that a little later. This country poisons us through our food, through our government agencies, through our soil, through our water, through the clothes that we wear. polyester, woven together from toxic plastic waste,
microplastic,
testosterone inhibitors, infertility, all because we live.
The biggest place of the simulation is the supermarkets and the grocery stores.
In the age of technology, convenience, and commodity. It's been about 2 years since I've used a microwave. Now it's just cast iron pans, Dutch ovens. I'm gonna go aisle by aisle and show you guys exactly what I mean.
Cilantro has never once subscribed.
Flip it to the back. Let's
People are
learn.
nice and subscribe
Canola oil,
them.
soybean oil, and then you have a bunch of chemicals. Now what that's going to do is it's going to be a bomb in your digestive system, and it's going to really just spread out throughout your bloodstream when all those chemicals dissolve into your gut. That causes inflammation, which is the baseline of almost everything we're going to be talking about in this store, because those seed oils in the manufacturing process in the factories are superheated in a very unhealthy way, and it looks like toxic sludge, as you can see here. So look for stuff like this here. Look at the difference between the ingredients on these two products. Notice all of the oil we were talking about earlier. Now look at the difference here. That's how you read a label, and this is good for you, this is bad for you.
Yeah, but one's so expensive. That's why I said it's so hard to eat organic.
How to be indoctrinated. Nobody knows how to read the labels for themselves, and nobody knows what's healthy for them anymore and what's not. All right, here we have organic, but still, just because it says organic, you still have to check this ingredients. Boom, chicken flavor. There's the problem. They can put anything in a chicken flavor. Let's flip this one around. Let's see what this has to say. That's good right there. Same thing with the soups. Let's check the ingredients. Turn it around. What does that say? Cornstarch. Cornstarch is going to spike your insulin, and it's going to thicken your blood. Let's check this one out. First of all, no genetically engineered ingredients. That's a huge plus.
This is what you wanted to say, yes,
the ingredients also check out. Look at this huge bread aisle. Honestly, any single one of these breads are going to have conditioners in it, and it's going to mess with your gut microbiome. Advice that I have for you is to just grow your own bread. Honestly,
just grow your own
make
bread.
Your own bread. 3 ingredients: flour, water, salt. This country is fat and sick, and I'm done standing around watching everybody just fall victim to all these things.
He's not
when
wrong.
Our own government has the FDA, the USDA, and every other agency allowing all of these chemicals into these foods. That'd be bad enough, but they're also orchestrating this so Child View at this level has all of their cartoons on it. So what do you think they're going to ask their parents for when they come down these aisles? What do you think that's doing to kids? So the solution to this problem,
was that just like
is
a
to grow
random,
your
or
own
was that
food.
like his kid and wife?
A lot of you people live in apartments.
Yeah, grow
and
your
don't
own
have
bread,
land,
he said.
But I have a solution just for you.
Growing
I've
loaves of
specifically
bread.
made it really easy for you to grow your own food indoors all year round. Nutrient-dense food that grows every 7 days on repeat. You can check the link here. I have a
Here's some
website, and I've
microgreens.
developed a grow kit for you. I also have seeds that you can trust.
That's what
And
NZ
that's
Drake
really
left
where
us
it
for.
starts,
Microgreens
folks.
and
You
Google
gotta pay
Spreadsheet.
attention to what you put into your body. That's going to contribute to how you feel day in and day out. Your energy levels, the balancing of your hormones, your gut microbiome, improving your gut flora. It's all a science experiment. And when you're loading yourself down with so much fat and sugar and processed
You
salts
can
and
do
all this
like
crap
they do
that
got
we're
those
so-
like indoor growth things. Have you seen those? Like, I remember seeing like commercials for them. Like, they got the little things that like you put in your kitchen and it grows vegetables on it. But obviously, it's not like, I don't think you could grow like a whole year's worth of vegetables on it.
As Americans, you're gonna feel like crap. So you can take a page out of my book and stop shopping here so much. I know you ain't gonna bat 1,000, but shoot your meat in the woods, get your fish out of the water, grow your own garden like your great-grandparents did. There's a start. I've shipped out 10,000, 100,000, however many thousands of grow kits across the nation for people to start. The reason why people are doing this is because it only takes up 20 inches on your countertop. You can do this on your kitchen counter, you can do it on your nightstand next to your bedroom. The point is, you got to start growing your own food, touching it with your hands, developing an intimate relationship with what it is that you're putting into your mouth, and ensuring, here's the most important part, that it doesn't have chemicals. So if you want to get like me, start cooking from scratch,
He
you
said,
guys
"Get
can
like
visit
me."
my website. You can get yourself a grow kit. I'll teach you how to do it, and I'll give you a pair of green thumbs. On top of that, you start cooking from scratch, and you can get yourself some recipes that we do on our homestead. Homestead bread, super delicious. You can also do all different types of things. My wife is very, very good at breaking down and making it easy as far as the recipe goes. But the fact of the
I watched something that said like the only way to really like be fully awakened and to be fully awakened and break out of the matrix is to get a bunch of like-minded people, move off grid, and start doing stuff like this. Having people make bread, have people do the animals, you know, like. Yeah, but if that's like all you had to do and you didn't have to worry about the mundane banalities of everyday life, you're like, oh, all I got to do today is make bread for the village. You know, that's what we need. That's what we need to go back to. I don't see it happening, though. We're moving closer to dystopian madness. Conspiracy theories you missed while being normal. This one's for you, Cilantro.
Sheeple, it's time for a new video.
Oh,
I'm not
this
trying to
one's
be
wild.
insulting
What do
by
you guys
calling
think
you
of this?
sheeple. I too am a Shurson, in that I don't really believe in any conspiracy theories. This tinfoil hat is purely decorative for now, and also probably a bad idea in front of a green screen. I frankly find it kind of boring to not believe in any conspiracy theories. Conspiracy
Very boring.
theorists look like they're having an amazing time out there.
So much
the
fun.
Earth is flat? Are you kidding me? That sounds amazing. I want to live in a cartoon world too. We're talking about folks that never got over the deep betrayal of finding out that Santa's not real, and they never trusted again. And you know what? That's kind of beautiful. So I've decided to do some conspiracy theory window shopping for myself, and hey, you can join along too if you like. It's right over here, this way. I shuffled over. Let's start with the Denver airport conspiracy. All right, so I took this conspiracy theory out for a spin, and
Yeah,
I
the
loved
Stay
it.
Awake
Handled
Squad
like
Village.
a dream, power steering, other car stuff. Trunk. Much like a 7-layer dip, the Denver airport conspiracy has multiple layers, one of which is made of beans. This airport opened 16 months late and went $2 billion over budget. And it's nearly twice the size of the next largest airport. Obviously, this was all a red flag for conspiracy
This guy doesn't
theorists.
believe
Do
the
I need
conspiracy.
to spell it out for you? This is clearly the Illuminati headquarters.
Yeah, he said people, dude, the way this guy talks about conspiracy theories, what a fucking chump, dude. What a chump.
People believe that because this is the headquarters of the freaking Illuminati, they footed the bill, and now they get secret access to an airport. It's kind of obvious, too, when you think about it, because normally construction projects wrap up early and way under budget. Also lending credence, Clearwater Revival, to the theory is that this place is full of mysterious tunnels. The Illuminati, they freaking love tunnels. They can't stop talking about tunnels. At this airport, there are tram tunnels in between concourses, which is fairly normal. But there's also this big, huge, freaking abandoned automated baggage system that failed to launch. They spent a bunch of money on this, and they were like, oh, you know what? Actually, it doesn't work. Now we just got tunnels. We've got Illuminati member-sized tunnels. Whoops.
22 miles of tracks and
It's a
conveyor
pretty
belts.
good one.
State of the art, except it didn't work.
People also say there might be hidden bunkers under this airport, and aliens are being kept there. Yeah, maybe. How?
Everyone,
maybe.
what's
There are
up,
also
dude?
Freemason symbols around this
What up,
airport,
everyone?
which is definitely a sign of some conspiracy.
Yo, we've gone mainstream, everyone. We're live everywhere on the internet.
Business. Because why wouldn't they just get the paid version of Masons? Then you don't have to deal with the ads. Then there's the first thing you see when you get to the airport. This freaking guy. There's this freaking blue horse that the locals called Blucifer. And they say it's cursed because, well, look at that. That is a cursed horse. Here's a lineup of horses. You tell me which one's cursed.
Wow.
Also, the sculptor of this horse died when a piece of Blucifer's head broke off and severed an artery in his leg. So hey, great conspiracy location right in Denver. It's got tunnels, aliens, bunkers, Illuminati, a killer horse statue, top marks all around. Very evil airport, very secretive evil airport. I like this one. Here's another conspiracy for us to dig our
Oh, you
paws
did?
into, I guess. We have
That's
paws in this
good.
scenario.
I'm in the
Avril
suggested.
Lavigne died in 2003
up
and
in
was
your
replaced
FYPs.
by a body double. This is tickling all of my funniest conspiracy bones. phones. Celebrity you haven't thought of for a while. Year in the distant past that
Celebrity you haven't thought of for a while. I always am thinking of Avril Lavigne.
Remember a little bit. Totally insane. Canadian. I love it. The theory claims that Lavigne, fed up of being a celebrity, hired a body double to represent her at public events. Speculators theorize that the singer actually died at some point between the release of 2002's Let Go and 2004's Under My Skin, with the record company deciding to hire Melissa as Lavigne full-time. Oh my god, Avril died. What are we gonna do? Record sales are gonna plummet, as they famously do when singers die tragically. I've got it. Get me the girl that kind of looks like Avril Lavigne. Things got so bad with this conspiracy theory that Avril Lavigne had to deny being her own doppelganger. She said, "It's just a dumb internet rumor and I'm flabbergasted that people bought into it." Isn't that so weird? And I look the exact same.
Obviously, I am me. It's so dumb.
That's exactly what Melissa would say as she set her evil doppelganger eyes on locking lips with Chad Kroeger. It's the ultimate evil plan. Pretend to be a pop star, and so then you can kiss the singer from Nickelback. I'm thinking maybe the label was actually happy about this change, though. If you think about it, Avril Lavigne was kind of weird. Have you ever actually listened to the lyrics of Skater Boy? It's basically her as the Skater Boy's new girlfriend bragging that she won the guy while taking weird shots at the woman who turned him down in high school, now a mother, for not recognizing his value before he was famous. And now that he is famous and therefore has value, the mom goes to watch him perform this very song that he wrote with the new girlfriend who did not think it was a red flag for them to be co-writing a song about a girl from his high school. Now he's a superstar slamming on his guitar. Does your pretty face see what he's worth? What are we doing, Avril? Team Melissa all the way. Avril's not the only body double conspiracy out there, though. The real Paul McCartney died in 1966. The real Joe Biden executed in 2020. Stay out of politics.
We've done all these.
I'm sorry. The real Melania Trump. I just said stay out of politics. You got it. Sorry, that was a slip up. I do admit that the concept of body doubles does weird me out, though. And yes, that does include twins. And yes, that does include me talking to myself in videos. I hate my job. And seriously, I mean this as no offense. Twins! What are you doing? If you are walking around with your own living mirror self, then it behooves you to do battle to eliminate the other one. There can only be one of you, you freaks of nature. No offense. Here's another great conspiracy theory I like a lot. Finland does not exist. Here's a map. Quick, find Finland.
I know.
On
We've
it.
done
You
it before,
can't. And even if you can,
we've covered it.
Did that just blow? Did that just blow your mind? No? Fuck. Well, we're gonna keep talking anyway. This conspiracy theory says that during the Cold War era, Japan and the Soviet Union teamed up, and they decided to spread the idea that there was a landmass known as Finland on a stretch of the Baltic Sea. The reason they did this is because that was a nice little fishing spot that they wanted to keep to themselves. It all makes sense, you see, because fish have fins. So why else would this place be called Finland if not for two nations getting together for some secret fishing and verbal Easter eggs that only make sense in the English language? Exactly. It's like how the Democratic Republic of Congo got its name from exporting tons of Donkey Kong Country game cartridges. I just made that up off the top of my head, but now I believe it too. But Ryan, what about Helsinki? Don't a lot of people live there? A real place that exists? That's a common and stupid mistake. Just a very dumb thing to have said.
We've got viewers in Helsinki.
Anyone who thinks they actually live in Finland, they actually live in small towns throughout Estonia, Russia, and Sweden. If Sweden even exists, it probably doesn't. There are probably like 4 countries total. Open your eyes. Here's another conspiracy. 1 times 1 equals 2. Ooh. What? Yeah, so Terrence Howard, you know, the actor, he posted in 2017 that 1 times 1 is 2. Here's a look at that tweet that he made this announcement on. Unbalanced equation argument. 1 times 1. No, you know what? No, thank you. TLDR. Not reading all that. Happy for you. Sorry that happened. We're not doing that. I've got better things to worry about, like the Hat Man. Great name. Already love the Hat Man. Who's the Hat Man? Known as the Hat Man, been around for a long time. Tall, dark, featureless entity has been making a comeback in people's bedrooms across the globe, watching over them from a doorway, cupboard, or corner as they drift between sleep and consciousness. Here's the thing now, I don't love the Hat Man anymore. Don't be doing stuff like that, Hat Man. Some people believe that the Hat Man is a demon or shadow figure that wants to hurt people, and it's like a shared paranormal experience that a bunch of people have had. But digging into this conspiracy a little more, it seems like people usually only see him when they're taking medication. He's even sometimes referred to as the Benadryl Hat Man, after reports of people hallucinating him and citing him after overconsumption or abuse of Benadryl. Benadryl Hat Man. That's definitely a much lamer name. I feel a little better, a little less scared. Much less scary when you put over-the-counter medication in front of someone's name. Baby aspirin Voldemort, not a threat. Pepto-Bismol Hannibal Lecter, I ate his liver
This
with
guy's
some
just
fava
wild,
beans
dude.
and that brought up a nasty
He's
bout
trying
of
too hard.
indigestion. Luckily, Pepto-Bismol is here to help. Pepto-Bismol. Hatman is so popular that there's even a website called the Hatman Project, and people around the world share their Hatman experiences on there. Not only that, the Hatman Project has a book coming out in January 2024. Oh my god, Hatman can travel through time. Here's the final conspiracy. It's called the Grand Unified Conspiracy Theory. This one's kind of nice because the Grand Unified Conspiracy Theory says that you don't have to keep researching every single conspiracy theory one by one, because it says all conspiracy theories are connected and therefore true. It's a real time saver. I wish I had started with this one. You believe in the Hat Man? Congrats. You also believe the moon landing was fake. Bill Gates wants you to eat bugs. It's
I don't
probably
know.
because he
That's a
wants to
stretch.
cover up all the chemtrails from his jets. The universe is just one giant corkboard with billions of miles of red string and push
That's what it's
pins
supposed
set
to
up
do.
by the airport Illuminati and the New World Order and Beyonce, all to cover up the fact that James Dean was killed by the CIA. And you know what? I think that's kind of beautiful.
Well, that's enough conspiracy theories for me. Truthfully, I don't know if I believe any of them.
That's
Least
a
of all
different
the
guy.
Avril Lavigne body double thing.
Yo, why'd the guy switch? What just happened? That's a whole different guy.
I mean, how can you replace someone without anybody noticing? Anyway, thanks for watching my video. I'm Ryan George. Love you.
Wake up!
Bruh, at this point, I'm convinced that Earth is spawning new creatures. It's like we living in an update, fool. Because
You guys ever see this, like bugs and stuff you've never seen before?
what am I looking at? Is this supposed to be a prey mantis, a scorpion, and a wasp mixed? Nigga, fusion, huh? This ain't Dragon Ball Z. But these three
This ain't
creatures
Dragon Ball Z.
combined, that's what it look like. Tell me I'm tripping. Look at the arms, look at the legs, the body, and then look at the back. And this is not AI, fool. I don't know what Buddy doing recording. I would have smashed that jump. ASAP. It's like every month we're discovering some new type of creature, some alien type mutated bug or some shit. And if I had to take a wild guess at where this insect was on the planet, I'll say Australia. The crazy part
Yeah.
is scientists out here
New
saying
Zealand,
that this is normal.
Australia.
Normal where? I never seen or heard of this shit. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Have you seen one
Freaking scorpion, wasp, grasshopper thing.
of these? I got always
That
say I
could
don't know
be
what
AI,
timeline
though.
in, but I don't like this DLC update, fool.
A really strange video was shared with me from Bloomfield.
All right, guys, we haven't even gotten into the good stuff yet. This is still just backlog stuff, okay? So we're not even in the main event. So if you guys are still out there, lock in because we're gonna get into it. This is just burner footage.
There are some theorists that say back in 2012 that CERN actually did create that black hole. And that is when everything went wrong. Now, I want you to think back to 2012, those that can remember. You had the Mayan calendar and the doomsday hype. And according to some, the world really did end. Not in fire and brimstone, but in a quiet lab in Switzerland. These people believe that everything since then, we've been living in a shifted timeline.
The truth is, a lot of these conspiracies are connected. A lot of like the Mandela effects supposedly happened because of the CERN, what they've done at CERN. Like some of this stuff is connected.
Splintered reality, which brings us to our next topic, the Mandela effect. Okay, this is where things get seriously weird. Because if CERN did mess with reality in 2012, the evidence might be staring at us in the face every single day. It's called the Mandela effect. The term comes from a lady by the name of Fiona Broome. Now, she's a paranormal researcher that discovered that thousands of people swore that Nelson Mandela had died in the 1980s. They remembered the funeral, the mourning, and the news reports. But the problem with all that is Mandela didn't die until 2013. And that's when Broome realized that this wasn't just one person misremembering. This was entire populations recalling a different version of history itself. There are some theorists that say back in 2012,
still in the burner footage.
On Reddit right now because I guess laser weaponry is
Look at
more
this.
advanced than many would think. This is not AI. This is not even like the beginning of some of these laser weapon videos. It's freaking shocking, dude. You think drone technology?
You guys remember the fires?
Is the Russia-Ukraine war videos we're watching of them shoot? You know,
if they got this in, look, it look like a toy gun. If they've got this like this, just imagine like the scale and the size that they could do this on.
Bird shot at a drone coming at them. How about a multi-million watt?
Nah, it's not like that, Cilantro. I just don't like when you disrespect my mom. For the, if you do it again, I'm gonna ban you for 24 hours. And you don't, you just babble. You babble nonsense and you don't listen to me when I show you. We'll literally watch a video that shows proof and you'll still be like, no. I'll be like, well, I don't know what else you want from me because I literally just showed you the truth. And you just still just babble your rhetoric. Yeah, but I did. I'm the streamer. I'm the only one that matters. What, like, whose feelings matter here. That's not true. Everyone's feelings matter here. Even yours, Cilantro. But when you start disrespecting people in my chat, whether they care or not, I'm gonna boot you every time. You can say whatever you want to me. You'll notice that too. I won't ever ban you for what you say to me. It's what you say. It's how you speak to others. Because there's no way I'm gonna let you come in here and disrespect the people who take the time out of their day every day to support me. You know, that's just how it is. Oh no. Dude. We got hit for misinformation on TikTok. Dude, TikTok's brutal. Look at this. Hey, you won't be able to see it on TikTok. Look at misinformation that may cause moderate harm. Dude, TikTok. Dude, I had a feeling it might happen. It's for entertainment purposes only, TikTok. These videos are on TikTok. We're watching TikTok videos. Nah, I'm still. That's crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. Did you actually report me? Because I will ban you. Your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Reason misinformation. It's entertainment. You guys still see the yeah, they're not pushing it out. You think I have TikTok? I don't know what you have. I don't even think you're a real person. I don't even think you're a real person. All right. We're not. We don't want to get in trouble on TikTok. We don't want them flagging us. But now I know I can go live on TikTok. I actually feel better now. I actually feel better. I feel better knowing, you know. And sorry to anybody who was watching on TikTok. You just got to come over here. Dude, TikTok is like serious. I'm Zesty Fuzzy. Merry Christmas. Are you really? Yeah, that's like, I noticed it right away. I was like, oh, they're not pushing me out to people like they always do. Usually when I go live on TikTok doing music, it's like, oh, this person joined the stream. This person joined the stream. This person joined the stream. That wasn't happening at all. It was a test. It was a test. It's crazy because so many people do what I'm doing. I was just wondering like how people get away with what I'm doing on platforms like TikTok and YouTube and stuff. I'm for free speech. Okay, I respect that then. I respect that of you. I don't report people. I'm not a bitch. I can swear now too because we're not on the children's fucking platform that is TikTok. Yo, did you see what it said? It said, yeah. Some people might feel uncomfortable with this misinformation you're sharing. I would have been so mad if you reported me. Guys, I was drinking beer out of this mug because I was on TikTok. I don't have to. But I still am. I actually act like an adult now. Mom was pressing me. Yeah, well, as she should. That's crazy though, you guys. It's kind of funny. That just goes to show it's so hard to do this. Keep your ass in line. Look, dude, I didn't get booted off TikTok, but I don't want to chance it because I'm gonna show more videos that they're gonna flag me for misinformation. Where's the line between misinformation and entertainment? What am I misinforming people about? I guess just gotta be like careful about saying like the earth is flat and stuff like that. We do live in a simulation. The Jonspiracy, it's too much for TikTok. We just learned. Right before I went live, I ripped this I don't know if it's a mole or I think I ripped this. It was a mole. I think I ripped a mole off my arm and it started bleeding everywhere. And I was like, oh, I'm on TikTok. Wait, I'm not still alive on. Oh, look. I thought TikTok was like US owned now. I thought the US had something to do with it now. Yeah, I don't want to be live on TikTok. I just had to make sure. Well, maybe we'll send it to Rumble. They like free speech and stuff. Did you guys see that? Yo, who's here? Who's in my kick chat? Luna, everyone. Dragon Ball, C-Money. Cilantro. I love you, Cilantro. Rachel. There's Luna. Rachel, I didn't realize you were like a famous Hearthstone player. I didn't realize you were like big time famous big league Hearthstone player. Being Rachel's like a famous Hearthstone player, you guys. I don't know why I'm having struggle saying that. Do you stream? You don't go live here on Kick, do you? I'll follow you here on Kick just in case. You should. Is there like there's probably not like much of a scene for Hearthstone on here, right? Here and saw it. I know it's yeah, but that's like the thing. Like you could corner the market. I mean, like, you might as well, if you, like, some people say that's a good thing, like, to be the only one in a category. My ears are so messed up, bro. I can't, like, there's been, like, this buzzing, humming, they're plugged. Something's going on, bro. I feel so much more, I'm not gonna lie. TikTok makes me feel like, I gotta, like, be like, oh, don't say or do anything wrong, you know? On Twitch, I don't care. Twitch, Hearthstone is like, it's like a card game based off of World of Warcraft. Is that right? Is that right to say? Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's like a card game in a video game based off of World of Warcraft stuff. It's weird. It's different. It's not weird. It's different. It's cool. Like, Rachel's like good at it, I guess. I never really got into it. I liked World of Warcraft, but I've been friends with a lot of Hearthstone streamers, especially back when I was on Twitch. But yeah, she's got like as many followers on Twitch as I do here on Kick. So if you guys want to go check her out on Twitch, which I'm live on Twitch right now. But I appreciate everybody being in the Kick chat. That's obviously where we party. That's where I try to bring everybody to, is here on Kick. I guess you're not allowed to say that on Twitch too. I guess like that's like, if Twitch cared about me, they would ban me for saying that. But nobody from Twitch is ever like looking at my shit. As we're like on Kick, I'm pretty sure they watch my shit. And TikTok does too. TikTok's got the AI thing, but like the talent agency I signed up with, those guys are like monitoring my content to like give me tips and shit. Yes, you are allowed to be on Twitch with KPP, but you have to turn the multi-streaming button on. Yes, Mom. I'll show you later, like what that is. So it basically if I multi-stream to any other horizontal or landscape streams, that's how it works on KPP. If you do landscape streams like on YouTube and Twitch or Rumble, I have to turn this multi-stream button on, and it basically cuts your pay in half. It cuts your KPP in half. So I take the hit to make less money when not like I make that much money anyway, but I make even less when we do the Jonspiracy. So if anybody wants to throw like some kicks or some subs, dude, 1 or 2 subs, 500,000 kicks would, basically pay me out for the night. It would be my worth for what this would end up being at the end when it all is said and done. If I was just streaming. Thank you, Luda, for the 50 kicks. If we can make $10, then the Jonspiracy was a successful stream. Mava, what's up, dude? I see you, Mava, over there on YouTube. Bleeding balls. I was bleeding balls out of this fucking mole hole earlier. What's up, Mava? Welcome to the Jonspiracy Theory. Everybody, it's the Jonspiracy Theory still, you guys. I just got in trouble on TikTok for spreading misinformation. Number one, that's going to make a hilarious clip, don't you guys think? What do we have to pay for a Soulsborne stream? 50 gifted, and I'll do Night Raid. I'll do whatever you guys want. I'll do Soul Level 1. If somebody were to drop 50 subs on me right now, I'll fucking do a Soul Level 1 run for 50 subs. That sound fair? I'll even make it a fucking goal. I'll make it a goal. And I'll let you guys pick what you want me to do. Johnborn or Yes, I'm Johnborn? Yes, I'm Johnborn, but I always like calling it Beerborn. That's what I always would call it, Beerborn. And then I would crank beers while playing it. Think about this. If the earth was flat, the fucking billionaires in the U.S. Chinese would 100% exploit it for money. They do not do that, so the earth is not flat. No, they do. That's the thing. They do exploit it for money, but like they don't let us know. They are making money off the earth being flat. The internet runs, dude, there's so many things, and we cover it all the time, Cilantro. I've covered it so much. 50 subs, I think that's fair for me to like come out of retirement, and I think 50 subs is fair for me to like, yo, John, go back to doing this thing that you, come on, chat, please, I'll drop. Yeah, dude, that's all it takes is like 4 or 5 people to drop $25, you know? Or wait, it's $50 for 10, right? $50 for 10 subs. So, I mean, it's really not that much. I've seen people dropping. I'm at like pretty all-time low for my sub count right now, but it's the beginning of the month. It's always like that at the beginning of the month, and like all the gift subs fall off. I mean, last month we had 100 gifted subs. The month before that we had 100. Like we pretty much average like 100 subs a month, so something like that. There's like 40 people who are sub to me for as long as I can remember. Let's go see Money Stacks. I got you missed it. I got in trouble on TikTok for spreading misinformation. I didn't get in trouble. It just flagged my stream. It said if I did it again, it would end my live. So I ended my live because I'm going to continue to spread what they are calling misinformation. Yeah, I'll set the goal up. It has to be 50 subs in a week, though. 50 subs in 1 week, and I'll fucking come out of retirement, and I'll do a soul level 1 fucking Johnborn run, whatever the hell you want. We'll do Bloodborne. If that's what you want. Is that what you want? Is Bloodborne? These motherfuckers on Kick, everybody on Kick, they don't even know. KGB, where's KGB? He fucking only wanted to watch on TikTok. He should have came over here after the TikTok went out. Hey, he has been in every single one of my TikTok streams. KGB's the man. KGB's the man. Sinky. Yeah, spreading misinformation. Bloodborne? Oh, man. That was the first one I ever did. No, it wasn't. I did Dark Souls 3, then Bloodborne. But Bloodborne was the hardest one. Bloodborne is the hardest one to do, Blood Level 4. You hit him up? I spread a lot more than misinformation. That's wild, dude. I wonder what it was. Like, how does TikTok know? Like, how is TikTok's algorithms that good? They don't go to space. That's what they're doing. They're launching them at the firmament. They hit the firmament, then they fall back down. You can see it in the videos. Cilantro, we've watched them. It's just boring arguing stuff with you, like, because I'm on like this. I'm on a whole other level, and you're like backtracking. You're taking me backwards. You're taking me backwards because he's got billions. He can do that. Money is a fucking joke to him. Because rich people spend money on the stupidest shit. That's what they do. When you have money, you spend it on dumb shit. Yeah, get with the program. You have no idea. You are literally reverting us backwards. We're talking about DEWs.
Okay, so this video is trending on Reddit
Direct
right now.
energy
because
weapons.
I guess laser weaponry is more advanced than many would think. This is not AI. This is not even like the beginning of some of these laser weapon videos. It's freaking shocking, dude. You think drone technology is the Russia-Ukraine war videos we're watching of them shoot, you know, bird shot at a drone coming at them. How about a multi-million watt burst of energy that cooks its electronics from midair? Dude, the future, if we let the ruling elite, which are manipulating and trying to enslave us, if we let them get too far along here, man, I'm telling you, we'll be up against the strangest. They won't even need to use this, to be honest. They'll just crank up the cell towers, and it will be like the movie Cell, where everyone turns into zombies because of the cell phone towers and the frequencies they emit, because our brains run on frequencies as well. Dude, there's something coming around the corner. Didn't you hear they just announced Xfinity launched a new function with their Wi-Fi router, which can detect motion in your house?
Isn't that what you got, Mom?
From someone walking around if the Wi-Fi is on, because your body disturbs the field of Wi-Fi signals coming off the router, which can paint back a picture to the router of what's going on. Think
Motion
of
detection
Avatar
in the
when they're
router.
sitting at the table looking at the battlefield in real time, but with a hologram. They also have.
You've got a Roomba too. Yes, Mom. Roombas are for like mapping out your house. They're like little AI robots. They're like, okay, here's the dimensions of the house.
That in the Hunger Games. So we got to keep our head on a swivel, man. Something's coming around the corner.
Campbell's BP accidentally told us what
We are, dude.
bioengineered
We're
food
living
ingredients
in a dystopian future, that's for sure. They're saying this is a portal in Detroit, you guys. They're saying this is a portal in Detroit.
My here chilling, man. About to take my ass over here, man. Transcending. Do y'all actually know what this is, bro? This is a portal, bro. Y'all don't even rip. Man, let me shut up.
That's some Stargate.
Chilling, man.
Stargate type shit right there, you guys.
Over here, man. Transcending. Do y'all actually know what this is, bro? This is a.
I think bro's fucking. Him and his boy are blazing and blowing. He's like, this is a portal. I'd be making the same type of videos. I'm not gonna lie. That's at Hart Plaza where they always hold the big music festival. Detroit portal.
Cilantro.
I need 10 minutes from you. I need 10 minutes from you, Cilantro. Hart Plaza, are you a Detroiter or a Michigander? Being Rachel? Do I know this already? Is this something that I'm just dumb and I don't remember? It has some like weird devil worshiping looking engravings on it too. There's a lot, dude. Look at this, dude. Detroit's got some Tartarian ass shit. I didn't even ever show you guys this. Yo, so hold on. Hold on. Local Jonspiracies. Let's go. Okay. Give me a second. So what was this? The Wayne County District building or whatever? Look at this fucking building. Bro, this building is ominous. The way it towers over you. Look at this. So I was walking around with Yes I'm Mom downtown Detroit. We were going to see the Christmas tree in Campus Martians. I took Yes I'm Mom down there. And we walk in front of this building and it's just like, this building just is like, it just like towers over you. And it just has this feeling. And like, look, it's got all this like, the like, statues on it and shit and the perfect pillars. Like this building is incredible and it stands out from like the other buildings. Like look at this shit. Look at this giant archway. This is like that shit like giant. This was a door for giants is what this was, and then they built a small door in it, right? This is the Wayne County building in Detroit, you guys. Look at this. And they've got like the creature on there, like This is some Tartarian type stuff right here, you guys. It looks like an evil fortress. Why would the Wayne County building look like an evil fortress? Why would they? Why? I need to look into this building, actually, you guys. Where is Bowser? Gargoyles. Yeah, it's got gargoyles and shit, dude. Wayne County Correctional Facility. So many gargoyles. Yeah, like, I wish I could get closer in on it, actually, because there's like all these markings and all this stuff. This building is breathtaking. Like, yes, I'm upset. We walked upon this and like we were both like, whoa, and I was like, I've got to take a picture because this is a Tartarian building. It's even got the thing on the top to like suck the power out of the ether, you know? It's some Soulsian shit, dude. It's some Soulsian type shit. Right? You know there's like Nameless King up here or something. The copper on the top, right? This is a Tartarian building. All right. Wayne County building. Historical landmark. The Wayne County building is a monumental government structure located at 600 Randolph Street, downtown Detroit, Michigan. It formerly contained the Wayne County Administrative Offices, now located in the Guardian Building at 500 Griswold Street, and its courthouse as Wayne County Courthouse. So it's a courthouse. It was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1975. When it was completed in 1902. They're saying they built this bitch in 1902. Here you go. Here's a better zoom in on it. Here's it in the daytime. Still looks just as stunning in the daytime. A little bit more ominous in the night. Looks like the undead cathedral. It's a Frankenstein shit, right? Look at look at everybody seeing this building and like, that's freaky, dude. It's different. You think they built that in 1902? Why don't we build stuff like this anymore? How come our buildings don't look good like this anymore? There's some weird cloudage going on in the sky there. Detroit architects John and Arthur Scott constructed. Yeah, there's no way some guy named John and Arthur built this building, bro. Let me see the bill. Yeah, here's the wait. In 1899. It didn't have a bunch of shit yet. That's crazy, bro. John and Arthur, no. This picture or drawing or whatever the fuck this is depicts it so small. Oh, look, it's almost identical. The Wayne County building. What do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, I could barely fit it in a picture. I could barely, like, that's like, I probably had it zoomed out too. Insane building. Definitely, like, caught my attention. If you walk past this building, you're going to look at it and be like, damn, you know, it's that type of building. Like I said, it had like it had presence. Here's from the other night, you guys. I think I remember showing you this. I think we did this on stream, but Jake A's backyard, he said something came up and slammed on his back door. Longtime friend of the stream, longtime friend of mine, longtime best friend, Jake A. This was on his back porch. He said something came up and slammed on his back porch door. And when he went out to check, this is what he found. Here's a beer for measurement. A whole can of beer. Like this giant footprint. What do you guys think this footprint belongs to? Look at it, like a toe there and everything. Or is it a bunny rabbit in the deep snow? Old insane asylum in Pontiac, Michigan. They destroyed it. Look at. There's the big ass footsteps. But there's also tons of little bunny prints all around. In Valley. These are local Jonspiracies, you guys. Why'd the video pause? I don't know, but either way. Let's scuff. It won't play that video. Flagged on TikTok. It's doing a great. We're having a great night. Things are going great, you guys. I was drinking beer out of my Stay Awake Squad mug. An earth crack. Jake A's using the 2011 phone. 6, 7. All right.
That person's jersey number switched from number 18 to 21 live on camera. Sorcery! Sorcery!
That guy's wild. But watch. You guys see his jersey? This could be easily fake though. Boom, to 21.
Greatest secret ever kept. This reality we live in is not what you think it is. A quick disclaimer, this video will be hard for a lot of people to stomach, but that's part of the process. By all means, if it gets too hard, then scroll. You can always come back to it. First, we'll ask, why are all these buildings around us covered by
just like we were talking about
stories of dirt? All over the world, we see these buildings that are covered by layers of dirt. And in about the same time as these buried structures,
they already got them, buddy. They've already got them.
Built all over the earth, and they have no bathrooms and no kitchens. A lot of times built out of one solid material like marble, something may be hard to even pull off today, and I know you're asking yourself, how did they do this? Well, the ancient Ethiopian Orthodox Church has the secret, and for some reason it's not mainstream. Buildings like I just showed you built into solid rock in the ground, they said were helped build by angels themselves. Angels are believed to help assist in the construction of the rock-out churches in Libya. I know I pronounced that wrong, it's okay. So maybe these buildings are starting to make sense if literal angels help them do this. So on the same timeline with actual physical...
Same type buildings that have these vibes, like that Wayne County building.
Evidence, how did that
there's a picture from Fallout the show, it probably is.
End? Not too long after, it ended with huge insane asylums everywhere. Some people say the ones who went there because
the insane asylums, Rachel.
Amazing. A period in time.
That's what they like. There's the insane asylums were the Tartarian buildings and stuff too. We've got one here that's like a famous ass one that's got all kinds of like stories tied to it. Like it's got like a portal to hell. You know, like we've got I belong in and say something. C Money knows. That's how mom knows. Anybody who knows where I'm from, like, knows about our state hospital. It's like also very embedded with power, you know? It's got presence. It's got presence.
That nobody seems to remember. And also around that same time period, we had the infant incubators pop up. And at the same exact time of the Cabbage Patch Kids. So where did all these kids come from? With all of these insane postcards? It really makes one wonder, huh?
Yeah, presence.
And buildings aren't the only thing. These railroad tracks were here before we got
Why
here.
are they so
Seems
huge?
like people were traveling at this point in time, all the way from Argentina to the...
Like, we have more mental people than ever. You know, people who are actually insane and no mental hospitals like that, you know? No insane asylum.
North Pole. I wonder what could be up there. Come back to this. So what happened before this whole period of these grand structures? Well, the sun went dark for 18 months. They said much, but in the book History of Wars by Procopius, if I pronounce his name right, a Greek scholar, and he wrote, and it came about during this year, a most dread portent took place, for the sun gave forth his light without brightness, like the moon during this whole year, and it seemed exceedingly like the sun was in an eclipse. Watch this. And from the time when this thing happened, men were free neither from war, nor pestilence, nor any other thing that leadeth to death. So the whole world was in darkness by the sun, and while that was happening, there is pestilence all over the world. I wonder what that could mean. I know, it's very hard to digest all this, but keep going. So in 536 AD that happened? We're gonna pop into Geneva 1570 for hints, but first let's go over here. 536? What's this? Why is
Laws
this
of
building
physics.
still in the same exact building, a picture of the same exact thing, and the dates are up by 1,000 years? Maybe the dating system is wrong. 1732 or J732. 1672 or J672. 1783 or I783. What's an I or a J4? Here's a coin. Jehovah? With the I? The tetragrammaton right here. 1568 or I568. Jehovah again, just like Jehovah, like YHVH. And again. What is this right here? The official royal motto of King Charles IX of Sweden? And on the statue in Latin it reads, Iehovah Saledium Meum. He was a ruler who highlighted God's
You're in the
name
car on the way
Hebrew or
home?
Latin characters on coins and medals. So just like the coins I was showing you, the Iehovah or Iehovah is synonymous with the J? So let's dig a little bit deeper, because the Byzantine Empire, that empire that lasted 1,000 years, had pictures of Jesus on coins. These coins are referred to as anonymous follies because they do not display the name of the portrait of any reigning emperor, emphasizing instead the religious authority of Christ over the empire. These coins were minted in the millions?
Not
Is it
driving
just
up.
me, or is someone not telling us the truth about history? So an I and a J are synonymous with each.
Drake, I don't know if you care, but you made it into the playoffs on our fantasy league. You're in the playoffs. Your team went to the top 4. You've been winning like every game. So there's that news for you.
Each other in dates.
All right, I'm done with this one. Sorry if y'all were invested in that. Muskogee, isn't this Michigan? Is Muskogee in Michigan? Not Muskegon, but Muskogee. We've seen a lot like this with the I wonder if this is like just like a thing that people can post on their videos. Yeah, on the west side. Always so many Michigan people in here. But we see a lot of videos like this where they blow the smoke ring or whatever. And this was, I think this was not that long ago. Like 1 week ago.
Important clip you see all week. Yes, it is just a robot falling down, but watch
about moon towers
carefully what it does before it falls, because that's crucial. This clip is from a Tesla
I-67
event where they were showing off their Optimus robot, which Elon Musk says will be the biggest product of any kind ever.
So this video is saying like Elon Musk is saying that these bots are completely AI. They're not ran by humans at all. Like in the past, these bots have had like somebody wearing like VR goggles and using like hand things. Elon Musk says these are not run by AI.
And he
or
insists
they are
these
only
are operating 100%
on
on AI. They are not being operated by humans. You see, before they had the AI ready, they puppeted the robots like this. A human would have a VR headset on and then a thing on their hands that would operate the robot's limbs. Musk has been insisting that they can now operate entirely on their own. And when people ask, is this thing really operating off of AI or is it still being operated by a human? Musk always says, no, it's AI, not teleoperated. These are not, he says, being remotely operated by somebody wearing a VR headset with controllers on their hands. It would be a huge deal if they were. A big part of why Tesla as a company is worth $1.4 trillion is because they claim this robot can do everything. They're going to fill the planet with these things. They can do any job. They can be your personal assistant. So
the personal data isn't stolen. We pretty much give it all away. Streamers especially.
Knowing how these things are remotely operated when they are being remotely operated, it kind of looks like this robot, which is at a Miami event and was serving drinks to the guests, reached up and took off a VR headset. Like this was the human operator taking it off. Because that's how that control apparatus works. Its hands mimic what the operator's hands are doing. And this has come up before. A year ago, they hosted another event, and they had these robots walking out among the guests. But when their movements and their voices became too distinctly human, they eventually acknowledged that some of it was human operated. And Tesla as a company works very, very hard to obscure the line between what is AI and what is not. And this is something that seems to be just accepted in that industry. A $1 billion startup that sells an AI note-taking service recently admitted that they got their start by just lying to companies. They would sell companies their AI note-taker, and then two guys would just manually do it. And they just openly brag about this. Like, tricking people seems to be at the core of this business model at every step. So as for what this thing can actually do, nobody knows.
This video that I'm about to show you might
it definitely looked like somebody was taking off of a VR headset to me. Also, Cilantro, you have absolutely no control over what I decide to do. I'm the streamer. I've put the work in. I've done everything. You just fucking sit and run your yapper in the chat and get banned in channels. That's what you do. I have a family. I have stuff and a voice, and I talk and I come live and share how I feel. And you don't get to decide any of that at all. You do not run this show. You are lucky to be here. You absolutely don't. You have no idea what I've done. I don't feel lucky that you're here. I could literally take it or leave it. I could ban you right now. I'm nice and I let you stay. Because sometimes you're funny. Right now, I don't want to deal with you. 100% I let you stay. Because you're about to get banned for a day. You're about to get a day banned so I can continue my show and not have to worry about it. I don't care what you think Glimpse of the Future is. I didn't work all day and all week putting all this together to listen to what you have to say. Back to it. They put so this one's actually funny because everyone's freaking out about this. They put this structure up in the desert in California, I think, or somewhere near there. to promote the Game Awards. This is a structure that's like for the Game Awards. And all these conspiracy theories and everybody are like, there's a demonic structure in the fucking. This is not AI. This is an actual structure promoting the game. Something, it's some sort of like teaser for the Game Awards. Some game they're going to drop. Some people are saying Bloodborne 2. Some people are saying new Elder Scrolls. Some people are saying Half-Life 3. Half-Life 3.
What in the hell is this? I said hell because it looked like something from hell. Look closely, y'all. It looked like bodies on it, right? This joint looked like something straight out of Stranger Things. And this is in California, y'all.
I mean, the thing literally it's not, it literally has like demons coming out of it and shit, see money.
California in the desert. This looked like the gateway to hell. I think they said this is in Joshua Tree in California. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is a place I wouldn't want to be.
I like this guy, Zariax. He's funny.
This jump right here, I rebuke. Now, people that's around that area said they don't know when or how that got there. So my question is, do anybody know when?
Yeah, but nobody knows how, when, and how anything got anywhere.
And if an artist took his time to make this and build it over here,
screw all the Bloodborne run
and install it, you're weird.
Drake, I agree. AI should not be given a body.
Testing, and so yesterday I'm seeing.
Someone's erected the Devil's Portal off a highway in California. This is hilarious, you guys. It's for the Game Awards. That's what, like, see, I'm not spreading misinformation. TikTok, I'm not spreading misinformation. This is misinformation. It's not a demon portal. It's for the Game Awards. Whoa. Yo. I see you in the Twitch chat, dude. I see you, Mr. Mod. Legendary. Always watching. Welcome to Jonspiracy Theory. Silent watcher friend. But yeah, I'm not spreading misinformation. In fact, I'm telling you the truth. This is not a demon portal. It's for the Game Awards.
In California, this one is actually off the highway where multiple witnesses have come across this weird sculpture. They don't know if it's a stunt by somebody or someone's. What and why? Why did they put it there? And actually, social media thought this was AI, but it's an actual structure. But the question is who put it there and why? And why of this specific thing? Truly looks demonic.
Truly looks demonic.
Portal.
See money.
And at night, it turns on. Take a look at this. Comment below. Tell me what you think.
All right, for everybody thinks it's AI, this ain't AI.
First paranormal witness. Bro, it's obviously an art installation.
As you can see, it's off the side of the road on Highway 62.
It's for a video game. It's supposed to be like a leak, you know, or like a hint towards a video game that's going to be announced at the Game Awards. That's what this is. Some people are saying Elder Scrolls. Some people said Bloodborne. I don't think it's a Half-Life thing, but we are praying that we get. Yo, the Game Awards is literally today, you guys. Well, tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Game Awards. And I've been obsessing over the fact that they might announce Half-Life 3. I've literally been obsessing over it. From Jeff? What is Jeff?
Josh Tree, California. It's actually the highways over here. As you can see, statue is out here in the desert. Other people showing up. Let's go take a walk around the backside of it. You guys can see what it looks like.
Let's go show anybody. People use anything for views, you know, especially like the conspiracy realm.
Pretty creepy.
In fact, there are some demonic things that are made to look angelic, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely like a cool little art installation.
Definitely kind of creepy. Anyways,
Tell me some of the wildest stuff, and they were telling me the truth.
If you look, there's liquid dripping off the end, so
Look at it, it's like on.
whatever they've got in there. So.
That's actually pretty cool.
The background's really cool.
Yo, it'd be insane if it was the new Elder Scrolls, dude. Looks like Doom, maybe. Yeah, it's for some video game. It's for a video game. Throw fire at it?
Sleeping after this.
This guy's always cringy, but the videos are decent. Yeah.
Well, it's safe to say I'm never sleeping after this. Take a look.
Hurry up, guys.
Moose? Supposedly, somebody said that they can hear it say, "We see you watching," after he says, "Come here, guys." This dude looks genuinely sketched out, too. What does he say?
Hurry up, guys.
Oh, it does say we see you watching. That doesn't sound like a moose to me, bro.
Cherokee, Dewey, come on.
There's definitely some screeching, screaming going on there. But that's how people are now. People are literally like that, like in the face of death, they pull out their phone and record it, you know? Like a lot of people are weirdly like that. Like that's how they're like, how people have been structured. They're like, oh, pull out the phone and record it, you know? And then, either he's a really good actor, because like the look on it, like he definitely genuinely, like he's got camera up right there too. He genuinely seems like a little freaked out. And is like looking around, he's like hearing shit. Can't see anything. What happened to there? There's like a little noise in there. Alright, it might be fake.
Well, it's safe.
He kind of ruined it then. That's a weird tone.
Got that thing. They got the National Gallery of Art. Let's get into it. 1940? Oh, they built stuff in 1940. I don't know, just a red flag. This thing's monstrous. Roosevelt's involved. United States of America. Oh, just to remind us where we're at, right? But they love these indentions. What were these indentions for? Oh, we just built them just in case we want to put something there later in life. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Make it make sense, DC. They love a good rotunda. Let's get into it. 1941. Still need a door that big? 1941. Yeah, know what they were doing in 1941? Lying to us.
Just like the Wayne County building.
Whatever you want. Make it make sense. Come on, man. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? They love the indentions over here. More cold statues. Cold. Cold.
Cold. This guy's kind of funny.
Goat. Cold. Make it make sense. Come on, DC. Come on.
I'd have it in a corner of my house, right, Drake?
When is this from? This place
Chocolate
is
milk
out
and
of
Doritos first. Love it. I didn't eat anything today.
Toes. Look at that pinky toe. No, I don't have a fetish. It's what people ask me to look for. Look at that dog. And it wouldn't be DC. They didn't have the children. Come on, buddy. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense, man. Look at this. Look at this apple.
Now look at this apple. I want to eat it.
It looks like a potato.
This apple does the same thing as the one from a long time ago. Look at that.
It could be AI though. It looked like potato.
It's like powdery.
Look like there's butter in there and everything.
Now look at this apple. I want to eat
Apples
it.
from the grocery store. That's it. But yeah, what it's like eating a Red Delicious. What it's like eating a Red Delicious, dude. All Red Delicious apples are like that. They suck. Ain't
This
no Honey
apple
Crisp.
does the same thing as the one from a long time ago. Look at that.
Apples take months to ripen.
It's like powdery.
Yeah, it's the Bill Gates appeal. Scoff, dude.
video, you are going to seriously reconsider your understanding of how a solar eclipse actually works. We know we've been lied to about the moon landing, the sun, the moon.
It didn't have a core.
NASA, the Earth, space, and satellites.
It could have been AI.
Well, a combination of those, the sun and the moon, is how we get a solar eclipse. And the official story is that the moon passes in front of the sun, in between the Earth and the sun, so that it blocks it out. But have you ever wondered that you've never seen the moon on a solar eclipse coming across the sky, blocking the sun, and then continuing on its path? You've never seen that. Here you're seeing a circular thing come and block the sun. You don't see the moon there, and then you don't see it after. Now, they say this is because the sun is like illuminating the other side of the moon, of course, the side that we can't see. But isn't it interesting? You'd think you'd be able to see some giant ball up there as it passes across. Where does the moon go after a solar eclipse? You've never seen it. And furthermore,
you've never
why
seen
were
it.
The ancients so sussed out during solar eclipses? You know what they used to do? The Buddhist monks would batten down the hatches of their buildings. They wouldn't eat. The Hindus, they would not consume food on a solar eclipse or during the solar eclipse. They believed that it did something strange, energetic frequency, it changed things, and they didn't want to consume it. The ancient Nordics, the Celts, also believed a solar eclipse was a day for like fasting. So it wasn't seen as this super high vibrational positive thing, which we know the moon is not necessarily associated with super high vibrational things, because the moon, lunatic, it makes people crazy. During a full moon, more people end up in the hospital. Ask a nurse, ask a freaking doctor. It's a known phenomenon. Though they don't really know how it works, but it happens. So what the Sam Dam actually happens during a solar eclipse? Because I don't know that I'm buying this moon theory. And before you say, ah, everyone knows it's because blah, 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 you're taking advice from known liars. To deceive is what it translates to. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Perhaps we'll have to tap into the Akashic Records to find out what the Sam Dam really is going on a solar eclipse.
I think that dude streams on a Rumble.
Oh yeah, dude. So this is my other point with if these goofballs are faking that they're putting a bunch of fuel in.
Here's one I hear a lot too, that they're not really putting fuel into the planes.
Bigger point is that I think that Nikola Tesla was right. There's
Kick not loading on my mobile internet. That's how shit the service is in New Zealand. Damn, bro.
Sky energy everywhere. It's the ether. It's not free energy is a misnomer. It's not like making energy from nothing. There is energy everywhere that we aren't tapping into. That's why they're hiding all of these buildings, the way the buildings work and stuff. Like there were old energy collectors. The old civilizations used to run on this free energy, which I think these planes are using, and they're fucking lying to us. Like, dude, it's not even that hard because it's only like 3 companies that make these things. Like, it's proprietary information. They don't have to tell us anything. There's no way that there's a tanker truck.
What do you guys think about this one? Do you think that jet fuel is not real?
Amount of fuel in these planes. So
they're saying that it holds like all this fuel in the wings.
Beyond hiding the free energy, like I'm like, why are they saying that there's 85,000 gallons of fuel in these planes, right? Like in an A380, they say that there's literally 17 5,000 gallon trucks inside of the plane.
17 5,000?
The whole fuselage.
Bro said 17 5,000.
Is impossible. So
when I think he meant 175,000.
Beyond that, I'm like, why are they saying there's so much fuel? Is this about like moving money somehow? Is this about money laundering? Is this to keep the whole oil scam continuing forever? But if anyone could tell me how them falsely saying that they use like a vast amount of fuel that they don't actually use, how that makes them money, because I'm not a smart money.
Yeah, again, you're not listening, Cilantro. That's not what I said. What we're saying is they say that 85,000 gallons goes in, and there's no way that's true. They're saying that they run on the energy from the ether. That's what these say. Bro, there's so much on this shit. I swear you are so fucking dumb. You're so dumb. And it sucks. I can't fix you. I can't fix you. You don't, you must be a boomer. You right, because you're a pilot, right, Cilantro? You don't know shit, Cilantro. You don't know shit.
But if you could explain to me how them doing that makes them money, I would love to know that so I can ramble about that, okay? Explain it to me. But I immediately thought of this too. I was like, beyond hiding free energy, they're definitely using this as like a money scheme. Like this is a money laundering
You're a compulsive liar is what you are.
Scheme somehow, right? So yeah, but dude, it's not even that freaking crazy.
Yes, there is energy in the fucking air. And there's ways to prove that. There's 100% ways to prove that. There's electricity in the ether. It's a real thing. How do you think that Nikola Tesla did Tesla coils and stuff? Like, what are you talking about?
Crazy, I think, to think about the free sky, the sky electricity. It's the ether. It's what all of these old civilizations were tapping into. It's awesome, and they've been hiding it because once we understand that
you are just a very small, closed-minded person, Cilantro. That's what you are. You are a very small, closed-minded person who just believes what you're told and does no research. That's what you are.
To us and making us
very small
fuel for the last century or whatever, we're all going to be really pissed. We're all going to be like, why are we working all day if energy is essentially free? You know, that's why they have to hide this shit from us, because otherwise we're not going to be good little slaves for them, right? Capitalism is just slavery with more steps. So once we're working less days than we're resting, then I'll stop about it. But right now, this whole way of life sucks, and free energy's real.
Right now, we're seeing a phenomenon repeat that happened last year with mysterious, reportedly chemical-smelling fog across many different states, including California, with a 400-mile wide fog, which people are reporting coughing, sneezing, runny nose. They don't know what's going on with this fog, but it doesn't seem to be natural. Now, when he zooms in on these fog particles, dude, I've seen fog. I've not seen big, heavy, fat particles of fog like that ever in my life.
That's that chemical fog.
And when it's in the spring and the snow is melting here, we do see fog, but nothing that looks like that. And what are the odds that fog across Wisconsin, Texas, Oklahoma, West Virginia, I mean, we're talking all over the place, fog at the same time. Now, I don't know if everyone is familiar with what happened in St. Louis, Missouri in the early 1900s.
No, you've never seen fog like this, Cilantro.
An operation that took place on unwitting, unknowing citizens, involving something being into the air above the city. And they tested something. This is confirmed. It's not even a theory.
And whenever you talk, you make everyone else in this chat go quiet. You always do that. You come in here and you make everybody uncomfortable to talk. You make everybody uncomfortable to talk, Cilantro. Which ruins my streams. For everybody else. You keep interrupting all the work that I've done. You're a fucking asshole is what you are. Look, they are. They don't talk when you talk, but as soon as you go away, there's 10 other people talking in my chat. This work, bitch. Get fucked.
Cilantro has been banned.
That work, bitch. Go fucking cry somewhere else, you fucking loser. Go get banned in another chat, dumbass. Look at all the people who talk. Look at all the people who talk, you stupid fuck. As soon as you go away, you're a fucking stain on my community. You ruin everything for everyone. Where the hell was I? I haven't seen this one.
To not come to Bali.
Oh,
This is it.
don't go to Bali. Don't go to Bali. You guys see this?
Look at the state of this.
Bro, I couldn't. Nah.
Mate, that looks like Halloween when someone decorates
That
their
is
front
literally
lawn.
my
If you're
hell.
looking for a reason to not come to Bali.
I heard
This is
Bali's
it.
dope though. Is this real? Does this happen? Doesn't this happen in like Australia and New Zealand too though? Is there
Look
shit
at
like
the
this in New
state of
Zealand,
this.
Drake? Drake, good to see you made it in, my friend.
Mate, that looks like Halloween when someone decorates their front lawn.
If you've been looking for a reason to not.
No, no, thank you. Here you go, Cilantro. Here's your flat Earth, dude.
What about the geodetic
Here you go.
curvature
Here's proof of the
experiment
flat Earth.
performed on the buildings? Measurements were done of the bases and tops of two buildings, one in Torres, Rio Grande do Sul, and another in Natal, Rio Grande do Norte, 3,050 kilometers apart from each other.
You get them in America too, just more in the bush or in my bedroom or in my house, bro. I've got spider infestation here in the spring and summer. We definitely have spider infestation. The landlord won't let me get an exterminator or bomb the house. Like they're like, no, all you can do is use some citronella or try these spider blocker things that don't work. It's like, yo, I need somebody to come and destroy this house with chemicals so that these spiders die. I should just do it myself in secret and silence, because Zenway doesn't like the thought of it either. Zenway's like, no way, killing all that stuff and going against, yo, what up, GTP 99? GTP 99, how do I know you? I know you. You're somebody I know. You're telling me the earth is flat? What's up, GTP 99? Where are we from? Are you one of Zara's friends? Who? We have a mutual friend, I think, GTP. I can't remember. I'm sorry. It's been so long. I'm not much on Twitch anymore. I guess this guy
According to
proves
the
that the
theory
earth
of the
is flat.
spherical Earth, the distance of the measurements of the bases must be different than the measurements of the top, even in a few meters. But if the measurements
I recognize
are equal,
your name.
this would show that the Earth has no curvature. Remembering the opinion of the INCRA engineers before the experiment,
You don't ever come on Twitch, but you saw I was up, so you had to come in. That's what I'm talking about, GTP. GTP, I'm mostly on the green streaming place now. Yeah, we're on the green streaming place. Yeah, yes, I mean, not like I did. We stream at the green place now that there's a bunch more people over there. That's where it's popping. That's where I can be myself. Yeah, I don't know if you have an account.
Probably there will be in relation to the extension of this line, perpendicular to the baseline.
You should.
I believe it will be longer.
What, you've been thinking about streaming on Kick? You totally should stream on Kick. Like, it's literally the best place to stream, hands down. I literally don't feel like nothing gives me the joy that I receive from streaming. I said it anyways. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, you should probably claim your name. Somebody stole mine. My name was stolen when I came over here. Somebody actually stole my name. And I had to get it back. From Kickstaff gave it back to me.
Thinking
I hear
of
they
the
don't do
Earth
that
as a
anymore, really.
globe, the initial expectation was that the measurements were different.
But when the results arrived, the base and the top measurements were the same, showing that the two buildings are leveled upright. And here the opening angle, where we read the point here, the base of the building and its height. As we do this calculation here, on this plane, we will always find this distance here. On this plane, we will always find this distance here.
The identical measurements of the distance between the bases and the tops prove that between the two buildings there is no curvature, proving that the Earth has no spherical shape.
You hear that, Cilantro?
Pattern. After some distance, we began to have a visual
There
loss,
he is,
which
GTP 99.
increased
See how
distance
fast
where
that
our
is?
direct
You guys see how quick that is to just whip up a kick account? Literally under a minute. GTP, what's up? Welcome to the party. Everybody, welcome GTP over to the green side.
vision was compromised.
When we lost the view with the naked eye, we used optical equipments, in this case the telescope, and the boat was still there. Only, we realized that it was an inverted image, a mirror image.
Oh, yeah.
We
You know
realized
what?
that the
Here,
real
let me
image
turn
was
that off
practically
right now.
disappearing, and we had the formation of an inverted virtual image, an inverted mirror image.
GTP,
where
I
the
have to
angle
turn
of
that on
incidence of light
sometimes
on the
because
surface,
of
in
like
this case,
bot
water,
attacks.
tended to zero. This occurs because of the mirroring effect, where the reflection of the image occurs.
This phenomenon we recorded for the first time in Lagos dos Patos
That's
in
why I
Rio
don't like to have
Grande
it
do
on,
Sul.
but like sometimes I have to.
During the research, we sensed that each state of experiments was complementing the other.
With the unfolding of the experiments, we perceived that the optical instruments amplified the visual phenomena.
In the case of the use of Newtonian telescopes, in which its optics, which is of extreme precision, amplifies thousands of times the capacity of the human eye, could see things that we did not see.
This led to amplifying the visual phenomena we observed during the execution of the experiments. We deepened the studies, and we could determine that most optical phenomena, which are attributed to the refraction of light,
So do they
called
prove it's real?
Fata Morgana effect,
That the Earth
actually
is flat?
occurs by reflection. It is a reflective process of light on a surface with an angle tending to zero. With the observations we make, we have been able to promote a new
I told you,
physical
this is
theory
where it's
that
popping,
explains
bro.
the Fata Morgana effect from a new optic, a new point of view. We call it the theory of optics applied to visual phenomena.
This conclusion helped us explain three phenomena that we know are illusions. Why the boat seems to disappear going down the horizon line, why first fades the hull and then the boat, and why when an observer is taller can see.
Well, obviously it's not so much Dragon Ball. How do you explain hills? The fact is that it's a plane. Sure, it's got erosion and erected hills and stuff like that, but
See farther.
it's a plane.
We conclude then that boats don't descend at the
Yeah,
horizon,
he's probably not.
and that we lose the ability to observe them, to see them in function of an optical phenomenon.
With this experiment, one of the main arguments of the spherical Earth theory, that boats disappear on the horizon due to the curvature, is totally refuted.
Totally refuted.
This is the first proof of the flatness of the waters.
Yo, KGB, you made it. KGB, what's up, KGB? Look at all these OGs on here, dude. KGB, I had to end my TikTok live. I got flagged for misinformation. For spreading misinformation that might be uncomfortable and moderately harmful to some. Was what that message said. We need to clip that, by the way. We need to clip that. I actually got censored. I actually went and got censored, you guys. But that's also why we love Kick. It's okay. You're more than welcome to disagree with the flat earth. I understand. That's why I don't do it so much. I understand that the flat earth is a big ask from people, and most people don't take it serious, but I do recommend you look into it. I do recommend that you know, like, you in this world, it's so important to like hear what other people have to say rather than just be like, proves that John is right. Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? The fact that they're saying I'm spreading misinformation means I'm spreading truth. You should hear people out, right? Like, especially if people bring a good argument. If there's a good argument to be had, then yeah, listen to it. A lot of people, when there is, I've done a lot of research into like flat earth stuff. And most people who are like, oh, I don't do flat earth, they're the kind of people who just refuse to listen, bark over the people trying to tell them something like, yeah, but I learned that the earth is a globe, you know, like, it's like, well, I've seen people get so hostile, so weird about it, that it actually kind of drives me further to the flat earth side, the way that people act and behave when people try to talk about the flat earth. It makes me more like, oh, like, why do these people get so up in arms about defending the globe, you know, when they don't even know? They've never been to space. Yeah, that's what the whole show's about. It's fun to think about and investigate. It's to get you thinking and imagining and like, you know, imagine Earth if it was flat. Like, and then you start to be like, oh, wait, like it actually like could be. I haven't studied flat Earth, but I studied fat asses and they are curved. Yeah, and they have their own orbit. Honestly, maybe this show isn't for TikTok. We can have this show's a lot more fun when I can be myself. We can make jokes and stuff like that, you know? So I don't know. Did they prove it was flat?
Among the long-distance viewing experiments performed with telescopes, the one with the greatest impact was at Lake Titicaca, where the team...
He said Lake Titicaca. They have gravity because I'm drawn to them.
...tried to record images at 110 kilometers. The site was chosen due to the low humidity of the air at certain times of the year, which is a prime factor for the result.
It had to be Lake Titicaca, right?
We are talking here with the boatman of the boat May 3. He is an inhabitant of the island of the Uros. He is from the Aymara civilization. Is it possible to see the other side of the margin? Or is this not possible?
Yes, it is possible. Always because our lake, we think, is like a table.
How many kilometers do you see?
I can see almost 60 or 50 kilometers.
Normal, no binoculars, nothing?
Yes, great. Normal, without binoculars.
With the telescope, the team was able to record images at a distance of more than 100 kilometers, which would be impossible in the theory of a spherical Earth, as the curvature would have a height of 237 meters, equivalent to a 79-story building. This experiment is yet another proof that the Earth cannot be a sphere.
You heard that? You heard that, cilantro? Guys, cilantro is banned. I think that's the first time I ever, like, fully banned cilantro. All right, let's throw it back to one of my favorites. Let's throw it back to one of my favorites. You guys, we always bring this one back for some fun, dude. The Miami Mall, the Bayside Mall alien footage. This one perplexes me, keeps me up at night. I think about this one a lot, you guys.
Possible. Is this even real? So I need you to try to help me find out if this is real, man. You just need to have an open mind. This was the police officer.
This video is so funny, dude, of this guy. This is the most staged, fake acting, paid actor video response that has ever been released. Neil debunked this stuff. Yeah, but Neil's a liar. You can't. Yeah. You can't trust Neil at all. He's a known liar. Known liar in the community.
Actually says what went down.
So just to address a few clips that are going viral on social media right now. First, our response to that big incident in Bayside Marketplace. What happened was there was about 50 or more juveniles that were shooting
50 or more juveniles shooting fireworks
at people.
So 50 or more. It's not just a few kids with.
And this many cop cars comes for that. This is real. Oh my God, dude. And like
50 kids.
There was also some looting going on, so officers that were on that scene were having a little bit of trouble containing it, so they called what is called a citywide 3, which every officer in the city responded. That's why you saw so much police presence for that call to contain that crowd. Now, there is now video going viral of 8 to 10 foot aliens walking around.
Right, okay, so this is the video that I'm talking about. A lot of people are saying that the actual height of these, although it's terrible footage, the actual height of this in comparison to
that's really zoomed in.
They look so much bigger.
It's actually just a person walking with a shadow.
Well, it's not a person, because when we zoomed in, it does actually look like 2 or 3 people.
I can confirm to you all here today right now that there are no aliens in Miami.
And why would there just be a person walking in front of all those cops?
Miami, in Bayside Marketplace at the moment.
My dad's a police officer in Miami. And I mean, like, he's even running for sheriff, and I just talked to him. He didn't say anything about that. Hey, did you, have you been seeing the alien stuff? Did you see that at Bayside?
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Are you serious? You're joking. You're joking. Did they tell you not to talk about it? How many times do you want me to slice the pie? I'm not allowed.
How many times do you want me to slice the pie? I like that saying.
What? I know what you're talking about, but I'm not allowed to talk about it.
He says, I know what you're talking about, but I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Can you at least say, like, whatever? So they're saying it's like a fight broke out. Why did they send so many police cars?
Yeah, a bunch of kids with sticks.
Are you serious? You can't say any? I don't know what else you want me to say. You're no help, dude. I'm sorry.
Right, so the thing that
his own dad. I swear, if Stay Awake Stepdaddy had that kind of information, I'd hope he'd tell me. If he would hide that shit from me, they wouldn't debrief Stay Awake Stepdaddy though. They would have told Stay Awake Stepdaddy it was just kids, and he would have been like, okay. That would have been Stay Awake Stepdaddy. Joe Traub, what's up, bro? How you doing, dude? Welcome to the Jonspiracy Theory. Stream's going pretty good. We got in trouble on TikTok for spreading misinformation, but otherwise we're having fun. I mean, that was pretty funny too. TikTok flagged us for spreading misinformation.
Think is a little bit suspicious about that is because if that is legit,
I get asked questions a lot like that. GTP. I get asked questions a lot like, "Oh, when are you gonna do the moon landing? When are you gonna do MK Ultra? When are you gonna do JFK? When are you gonna do all this old stuff?" And we do. Sometimes I will go into the classics. Sometimes we will do classics, but the format of kind of what I do is like, it's a lot more like current kind of stuff happening, you know, like the latest news on conspiracy stuff, like what everybody else is reporting on and talking about. It's just kind of like the meta of it. I 100%. Yeah, MK Ultra is crazy. There's documents like, yeah, it's not even a conspiracy theory. It's real, you know. That's the thing with some of these conspiracy theories. TikTok's still owned by China, right? I guess so, right? That's what people have been saying. I thought America had their hands in that now, but I guess I don't know anything. What are you going to do to the disappearance of the McDonald's dollar menu? I know, bring back the dollar menu, right? Somehow the food has gotten worse and it's more expensive.
Do you know how much shit that kid probably would have got into if he recorded his dad, the future sheriff, and started putting it on TikTok, mate? Like, what the actual F? So then this one here, is this the one? Right, listen.
They put the coordinates in backwards. They reversed them. Listen, y'all, listen. The
this goes
Miami
crazy.
incident, right? Or at the mall. I was watching one of the victims, and he said that it seemed like a portal opened up, and all of a sudden these beings just came through. So it got me thinking, well, where did they come from? Well, they had to come through a portal.
No,
So,
we don't.
Just for shiggles,
Joe.
I went to Google Earth, went to the mall, got the coordinates, flip-flopped the coordinates, put that in Google Earth, and just to see where it would take me, it took me to the center of Antarctica. Do y'all remember what I was talking about? How there's an alien civilization in Antarctica living under that
The reverse coordinates of the Miami Bayside Mall is the center of Antarctica.
ice. Do y'all remember that? Because if not, let me remind you.
That
There's
seems likely.
supposedly a alien race living in Antarctica. And if they were trying to go to this alien base in Antarctica, they swapped the coordinates and ended up at the f***ing mall in Miami.
Imagine that, mate. I don't know, man. But it's crazy. Anyway, you tell me. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.
If everyone knew what Mr. Beast is affiliated with, they would immediately recognize that his come-up was not organic. Now, we all know he just signed with the Schmucka-Schmeller Foundation, right? Which is shocking in itself, because in the video, with the Schmucka-Schmeller president, he does this at the 33-second mark, which also is very telling, but also shocking. However, what is not known is that the Creative Artists Agency, which many of the most popular YouTubers are signed with, it's a talent agency. It manages you, right? Now, he is not signed with the CAA, but he is a key participant in a new program developed by YouTube in partnership with CAA to create tools that allow high-profile figures to blah, 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 blah. But look at this. But surely you must be wondering, what does the Creative Artists Agency in California look like from an aerial view? Well,
what's insane, everyone?
No big deal. Just an all-seeing eye pyramid.
Wow, look at that. Damn.
With the Eye of Horus and the Eye of Providence. And, of course, the Freemasonic compass as well. So the question you gotta ask yourself is this a coincidence? Oopsie. Or are they completely hiding in plain sight what's going on, telling you who's in control, telling you, like, these are fingerprints for who's pulling the strings. They say the eyes are useless if the mind is blind. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
Stop scrolling, because I'm about to show you the scariest video.
Damn. He's Mr. Beast is Illuminati.
You've seen today.
Scariest video we've seen today.
Maybe of all time. These
Maybe
are
of
the
all time.
things that they can do with AI. This is why we're so cooked, fam. We're already so cooked. Here you go. Have a listen. Enjoy the nightmares.
They did is they had, a camera looking at a space with people in it. That's sort of like coming in from one eye. The other eye is the radio signals, so sonar from the...
Yeah, he's just too uncanny, bro. Mr. Beast is definitely evil. And I realized it when he did the stream with Aiden Ross and XQC. I was like, oh, this dude ain't what he say he is. He's cracking on it. He's doing a 24-hour stream and he's fucking slipping through the cracks.
Wi-Fi router, and they just learned to predict, like, this is where the human beings are. Then they took away the camera, so all the AI had was the language of radio signals bouncing around a room, and this is what they're able to reconstruct. Real-time 3D pose estimation, right? So suddenly AI has turned every Wi-Fi router into a camera.
This is what we've been hearing. Xfinity is now like has motion detectors in their routers, AI motion detectors. This is happening right now.
That can work in the dark, specially tuned for tracking living beings. So what they did is they had, a camera.
Don't forget about that guy in China who says that Chinese companies are already controlling brain waves through radio signals technology.
We just saw like more that was like a new one that was like Xfinity just like upgraded to now the routers can motion detect you in your house and stuff like that. Yeah, Xfinity sent us a new router saying we have to set it up. I won't do it. I'm keeping the old one. Exactly. Yeah, Comcast is definitely evil. And so is Spectrum. Charter and Spectrum's terrible. Worst service ever. I switched to like the local fiber network here that they had just installed, and it was like it's been life changing. I've never had a problem with my internet. My internet doesn't go randomly down at 1 a.m. when I'm live streaming and I have to call them and be like, yo, you guys, that's how I make money. You guys got to like credit me or something, you know, like I need a credit for tonight where I don't have internet because I'm losing money because I can't live stream because that's my job. And I stream at midnight and you always knock the internet out at midnight. Right? The maintenance, right? Maintenance. I don't have that anymore. They don't have to do that. That stuff's so stupid. Get your Raspberry Pi out, boys. Stealing somebody else's Wi-Fi. Switch to AT&T fiber, and how do you like it? AT&T is pretty trustworthy company, like, honestly. And then now there's Starlink. That's a better option as well, you know, when it comes to internet. Don't use Xfinity. Don't use Charter Spectrum. Don't use Comcast. Don't use those big corporate companies if you can help it. Sometimes they're a monopoly, so sometimes that's all you can do. But if you can help it, don't use those, dude. Nice, you get 1 up and down. I think we get 500 up and down, and that's still a lot. Like, a lot of people have like 1 gigabyte and they don't need it. We have 500 megabyte up and down. And that's like always been like a ton for what I do, you know? It's a ton. I went from having like 60 or 100, something like that. Like from 60 to 100, 500. And then like Charter begged me to come back. They offered 400 up and down, 400 megabytes up and down for more than what I'm paying for 500 up and down. No, fuck you guys. Why would I do that? The smart meters from DTE. Probably, Rachel. Probably. So you're on Xfinity too. See, Xfinity is another one that's becoming like a big monopoly. Right. Yeah, they always try to scam you on what you're supposed to get. Like a lot of people won't like with Charter. I had to like, it was like, okay, you pay for 100. All right. It says I'm getting 60 when I pay for 100. Okay. Well, all you have to do is call us and ask us and we'll turn on the 100. Like they make you have to like call and jump through hoops for them to actually turn it on for you. It's like, well, if you don't ask, you're paying for it, but you're not getting it. Like, let's run a speed test right now. Let's run a speed test right now. Wait, this won't dox me, will it? $500 up, $500 down. I'm hardwired in. Get over what I'm paying for. And they said that too. It'll be a few up, over or off, you know, but it's like always pretty close to 500. Oh. Boom. That's why I trust it. I go through a local light and power, you know, like for my fiber. And they've always been legit as hell. We knew DD was evil. They changed the name of Pine Up, but didn't they change it back? Did they change it back? KGB, I love you, bro. Yeah, I have Wi-Fi, but I hardwire from my router into from the fiber router into my computer. That's just on my computer. Now, when you have Wi-Fi, you don't get all of it. So it would probably be more like 300 up and down, closer to on my Wi-Fi, because you won't always get all of it on Wi-Fi, but you will get all of it if you're hardwired in. And I'm hardwired in because you just got to be, you know, you just got to be. If you want the fast internet, that's how you do it. You're hardwired in. Here's some. Why does it look like? Why do all the meteors and the smoke ring blow? Like, why do the videos always look the same of different encounters? I swear I've seen the same thing streaking across the sky in like 20 different videos, like the past 2 months.
The hell?
This state sucks. They changed it back, KGB. They realized the error of their ways. What? You saw one of the smoke ring ones, everyone? Oh, you should have filmed it, bro. Starlink satellite, people are saying. Yeah, right, dude. People are insane, bro. All right, we're about to get into our main event, dude.
Guarantee you have never seen this happening from this angle before. I think this is a military aircraft. I don't know what other kind of aircraft you can sit in this type of window. They're probably 35,000 feet in the sky. And he
now they're trying to lure me back. Yeah, you should come back, KGB.
He zooms in.
We'll go to Don.
And that is when you begin to wonder, is this condensation? Now, of course, it is officially. But we have whistleblowers. We have patents. We have treaties between countries involving this activity, which they still say is a theory. But then you also have places like the United Kingdom who just announced they're going to test dimming the sun to save the climate.
Test dimming the sun to save the climate.
Now, the question you're going to be asking is, why would anyone flying this do this if they're breathing the same air as us? And that's when you go down either MK Ultra or advanced technologies like AI piloted aircraft. I know you're saying that's not possible yet, but if you believe that the public is actually aware of all the technology,
need to exhale smoke like that, like a fucking chemtrail. I'm fucking making chemtrails over here, bro. Let's go, dude. Come on. I don't know. Look at that.
In deep underground military bases with unlimited budgets and boards of the most brilliant scientists in the world, that would be, I think, naive.
Blowing chemtrails.
The other question is, what else does this do?
Yeah, block the sun. Good idea.
Have something to do with
the one thing that keeps everything alive.
And that is something that is an even deeper rabbit hole. In fact, some people say there's many layers to this agenda, like layers of an onion. And when you peel it back,
ogres have layers, like onions.
It gets more and more shocking. Similarly, or rather, it eventually concludes something to do with artificial intelligence in us. Nanoparticles that may or may not be highly advanced technologically that we inhale, that implant inside of us, that are nanosensors. It's called smart dust. Not every trail, by the way, is the same ingredients. It's a different recipe each time. Sometimes it's for weather, sometimes they want to test something. And they did this in St. Louis, Missouri, by the way, on unsuspecting people. Radioactive isotope. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
Bro, I am so fucking done.
You ready, you guys? They're saying it's going to be... Oh, wait, here's one more video. Wait, hold on. Wait, we got a couple other ones. How do I skip through all this? Scotland sky. Now, apparently this is some sort of sky anomaly where like the air freezes, like this is ice, and like the sun refracts off of it. I did hear a little. We'll have to look into that actually, Dragon Balls, because I did hear something about like it's supposed to flood on December 25th. I've been hearing a little bit about that one, but it hasn't fully reached my radar yet. Maybe we'll look into. Yeah, I heard about that too. We should look into that, right? That's actually probably one of the bigger ones right now, but it hasn't like fully become mainstream yet, I don't think. This is how I know we're cooked right here. This is great, dude. It's not even cute. That's like brainwashing programming. Like 6'7", I get it, but like these like people are going crazy. This is like satanic like brainwashing, it feels like, you know? Like we were stupid as kids. When we were kids, we were stupid, but we never did nothing like this, dude. Look at this. This feels like so dystopian to me. This feels like idiocracy. That's kind of funny though. It reminds me of like the Minecraft movie when they said chicken jockey in the theaters and all the kids start fucking throwing shit around. It's the same kind of thing. Like, I think like the brainwashing and the programming and the like, just like taking over people's minds is 6'7" is their IQ. I heard they banned it from In-N-Out. They banned 6'7" from In-N-Out because like it was just too much. Like people like, have you seen the videos? Did I not save that?
Talk about being in and out of favor. The fast food chain has kicked 67 out of its order system.
According to People magazine, what happened was they removed the number from its order tickets because of the viral 6'7" trend. The company says, well, here's what's happened. Teens would wait around just to hear 67 called, and then they jump into unruly 6'7" celebrations, pretty much ruining it for everyone in the restaurant. Employees confirm it's been gone for about a month. So what happened is
6 and a 7.
the order system jumped straight from 66 to 68, like 6'7" never existed.
All right, that's I want to see the video of it. Cooked. So they banned it. Look at his bands in the back. The aliens ain't coming for it. They don't want anything to do with us, bro. They're like, give us your strongest and your best. This is what we got. This is what we're producing in America. These are the humans we're producing. It's not fake. I've seen multiple angles of it. This was real, bro. This really happened. It looks less fake when it's like that. All stretched out. Look at there's multiple people recording it. Type shit for sure. Won't lie, it's lit though. They having fun, right? That's all that matters. Yo, you can't say that, KGB. They're not warranted. Everybody deserves life, mostly. Totally real, though. Totally real. Something's wrong, dude. That's all I'm saying. All right, well, tell me what you guys think of this one, then. Tell me what you guys think about this one, then. Right, we don't want anyone to die.
that a moth? What the heck?
What do you think, chat?
Is that a moth?
This is a scary ass moth, although this looks like legs. I'd rather this than the glorified drugs get. Yeah, right. You're right, Drake. 6'7's kind of wholesome, right? It's kind of wholesome. Damn, everyone, even everyone's like.
What the heck?
This could be AI. It could be a person.
Is that a moth?
I don't claim any negative energy. That's a goof from Samurai Jack, right? For real. Bro, that thing looks humanoid. That don't look like that's Mothman. That's Mothman.
Is that a moth?
Watch the way it moves. That's humanoid, bro.
What's up, dude?
Like, yeah, I bet boss can get that big, but that was like human size. This is me. Videos I send to my whole family at 7 a.m. as the resident conspiracy theorist.
Just saying, if y'all are wondering why it's gonna be storming the next few days, it's here. Is it right here? Is it right here?
Who's it right here?
The government. No big deal. Just saying, if y'all are wondering why it's gonna be storming the next few days, it's here. Is it right here? Is it right here?
She gets so serious.
The government. No big deal.
I dig her vibe though. You guys, they're saying it's going to be the coldest winter. It's going to be like the coldest like it's ever been the next 2 weeks. Y'all prepared for that? All the conspiracy theorists are like talking about it.
Remember the movie The Day After Tomorrow? What if I told you 100 million Americans, estimated, are about to experience the craziest, coldest, and most snowiest winters they've ever experienced in their entire lives? The southern provinces of Canada will also be experiencing what we're on the precipice of, possibly the most shocking winter in our lifetimes. Now, they're easing us into it. They don't want to cause alarm, of course. The harshest winter in possibly 12 years. Now, meteorologist Judah Cohen is saying that this could be absolutely insane and that there would be several stages of this winter storm that's coming in the next 7 days, where it's ice, sleet, snow, then extremely freezing cold temperatures, rain, like it's all over the place. Some are suggesting, and there was a video of him, cannot be confirmed, but 60 days of nonstop snowfall. Which, if you know...
60 days of nonstop snowfall. Look, I'm from Michigan. I'm from northern Michigan. I'm very used to frigid weathers and lots of snow. Yeah, my car was icing up yesterday. They're saying it's going to be like crazy ice, crazy snow. It's going to be insane. 82 foot at home. Got to my brother's halfway. There was snow all over the hills. When was this? Really thick ice. Yeah, it's going to get weird. Things are going to get weird. It's going to be a weird winter.
Anything about the
But I'm ready. I'm ready for the longest, coldest winter ever, bro. I can take it. I was built for this shit. I thrive in the cold.
The delicateness of our systems would absolutely paralyze
my air conditioner's
the
on right
surfaces
now.
required to clear the snow, move the snow. You'd run out of place to put the snow. And you can imagine New York City, for example, which is in the belt of going to be freezing cold. If they get hit with enough snow, we're talking about millions of people can't move, can't drive. The power goes out during storms. People hit a telephone line, and very few people heat their homes with wood or have generators. They're also trying to phase both of those things out. I wonder why. Some think this is being under-predicted, the severity of this cold that's coming in. Minus 30, dude, coming all the way across. Like snowbirds going to Florida, the top of Florida isn't even going to be warm. We saw record heats in the summer. Fires all over the place. Floods over here, Texas, North Carolina. Hurricanes. Is this the climate reacting to us polluting it, or is something else going on? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
If you ever see a child talking to their own reflection, watch closely.
What do you guys think? Y'all ready for a long, cold winter? What about my friends who live in the South, dude? Drake, I guess you're excluded, right?
Yeah, this is crazy. They saying the Northeast is about to get hit with some of the coldest weather on the planet right before Christmas, y'all. When I say planet, I meant planet. And when I say cold, I'm not talking about a little cold where you just put on a coat and you good. They talking about this shit finna be extreme. They said this the type of cold that shut down cities and have the pipes frozen to where they might burst. Look at the map, y'all. You finna have all these places right here.
Yeah, bro.
Turn into a fucking
I live that life.
Call it frigid air. Every time we think weather can't get weirder, it gets weirder. One week is warm, you don't gotta wear a motherfucking coat, just a sweater. Next week it feel like Antarctica. I don't know about the city you from, but DMV, that's how it be. I feel like they be skipping a few years, and then next thing you know is, oh my God, it's once in a lifetime cold. Oh, this is a generational Arctic blast or something.
We've been having lots of once in a lifetime everythings though. There's been lots of once in a lifetime anomalies.
So if you stay up to date with me,
how many of those? How many more can we take?
Don't act like you surprised. And if you ain't top 10, you better be top 10 because I post every day.
This is a command space says judgment is suspect.
So be on the lookout. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down below.
I think it's kind of the.
You mean 100 million trillion Americans? Oh no, bitch! I need to get home.
He said 100 million trillion Americans.
Hold on, what you mean 100 million trillion Americans? Oh no, bitch! I need to get home. Gotta cut my trip short. I ain't about to get stuck in no Detroit in no snowfall. They just said that we about to have one of the coldest winters.
You say Detroit?
They said that we about to get hit with temperatures so low that things can get catastrophic right before Christmas. Nah, a lot of shit.
If you look at this map, it literally is targeting me. The worst of it is gonna hit me. Yo, top of the evening, Uncle Jerry Bear. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the Jonspiracy Theory, my friend. Guys, we are just now getting into our main subject for tonight. This big, bad, cold storm that we're supposed to get hit with for the next 2 weeks. They're saying it's going to be frigid weather, super cold, like the coldest it's ever been. I don't know how it's a Jonspiracy, but all the Jonspiracy theories are talking about it. Maybe it's manufactured weather. Maybe they're making it cold. I don't know. Maybe it's all the chemtrails. They're forcing an ice age. It's going to be some ice age type shit. Good, Uncle Jerry Bear. Good to have you here, buddy. Good to see you. Cheers, my friend.
Fuck up. I'm talking about our water source can become frozen, pipes can bust. Mind you, this a record-setting snowstorm that left the Midwest and is going to the Northeast. Whether it's snow, rain, or is it mist, shit might be bad, y'all. Just be prepared. Go get them big coats, go get candles, go get what you gotta get. The warm jackets, the warm blankets. You feel me?
Talking about hundreds
of millions of Americans dealing with temperatures below average for this time of year. 175 million today. It does taper off through the weekend, but then it ramps back up.
It's everybody in the lower states who are gonna be scared. Everybody in the lower states is gonna be scared. People like we used to this here. We gonna be all right in northern Michigan. That's why I'm like, this ain't that big a deal to me. But like that, the fact that it's happening everywhere, that's weird. The fact that like it's gonna be cold in like all the states. Right. I say let the ice age come, bro.
Up on Monday.
Freeze it over.
Speaking of Monday, which is going to be the coldest start out of the bunch, Monday morning is going to be 15 degrees in Denver. We're in the 60s today in Denver. Cold one. So again, we've
the power goes out. We're cooked.
Air. That Canadian high is diving into the northern Rockies behind our storm. That solidifies and says, okay, you thought you were cold? Guess what? No warm up for you.
Now, the people who ain't got nowhere to live, feel bad for y'all. Let's pray for them. Hopefully, y'all niggas go do some little crimes. The homeless people go do some little crimes and
go do some little crimes and go to jail so you don't freeze. That's crazy. People in the South listen to Michiganders talk about winter like they're the Night's Watch. We literally are. I literally am Jon Snow, bro. I'm literally Jon Snow. Okay? KGB.
Winter. Don't do no little lame shit. Just go do some little, go steal you a jacket and coat. You know what I'm saying? Shoplift. You know what I'm saying? Don't get your ass a couple of years. That's my own
bastard.
My boy. Stop arguing with her. Eat the pasta. You know what I'm saying? Take care of the kids. Ladies, don't get kicked out. Better get the sucker out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Till that bitch flat.
The bastard son. So what's this one? That's a good one. It's Starlink. It's Starlink. It's a plane. It's some other dumb shit. Yeah, like, right. Man. If I look at the comments, everyone's saying they saw it. Everyone's saying they saw it and heard it. Palm Beach, Miami. This was in Miami, Palm Beach, and a bunch of people saw it. Melbourne, Florida. So if a bunch of people are seeing it, and what the fuck is it? When was this? 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. They saw this. There's only one thing, dragons. I fuck with dragons too. And I believe they were probably real. Honestly. Winter is coming.
The coldest winter ever this year. I'm talking about record-breaking temperatures. They're making it sound like it's some
W Dragon Balls. I'm gonna pack and shit when I end the stream tonight.
Brace yourselves, because apparently the Northeast is about to look like Narnia. They're making it sound like if Ice Age and the day after tomorrow had a baby type of scenario. And you know me, when I hear something like that, I need to go digging like a little raccoon, okay? So what did I find? I found a lot of meteorologists, experts, forecasters, I don't know, farmers, grandmas, predictive psychic squirrels. Everybody's saying this is going to be this super, super cold winter. Coldest winter ever. Coldest winter in history. Colder than your ex's heart. I mean, they made it sound like there were going to be like snowbanks as tall as houses. I don't know, some scientists.
Which there could be. I saw in Ironwood, Michigan, there was some crazy ones.
What's it all about? Are they joking? Not joking? Joking? Not joking? You know, some meteorologists are using like these coded words. Expect a significant event?
Y'all, me and Dragon Balls are going to Belmont tomorrow. It's going to be sick.
What does that mean? I'm not allowed to tell you that I'm terrified? What? I'm from upstate New York. You guys are all describing our regular winter. So what do you think? Is it going to be Narnia soon? Or is it just, I don't know, welcome to upstate New York winter? May the odds be ever in your favor.
This video is going to turn some skeptics into believers, I'm telling you, mate.
This is where we see the large orange light.
That's right, yes, we did. And
Then it disappeared, and I am coming up to it now. It appeared again here.
They're reenacting what they did.
It started hovering down below the back of these trees.
Oh yeah, did you see the Tartarian building, everyone?
20 mile an hour. All of a sudden, this.
Yes, Belmont is they're like man, it's really hard to describe what they are. They're like pop punk, easy core, really cool, awesome band with a really like metal drummer. Yeah, pop punk. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that really doesn't do them justice, Dragon Balls. I don't feel like pop punk, like, as much as like, yeah, that's what they are. There's a lot more embedded in there, you know. They're very diverse and dynamic. There's like the prog rock tones, there's metal overtones, you know, like trap, fucking, like there's a little bit of everything. They're good at a little bit of everything, you know? I was just showing it a little bit ago, everyone. I don't know if you were already here. I don't think they have a song called Simon Says. I don't think they do.
The car suddenly went crazy. It just leapt off the road to the right, and the engine started to rev.
Need one.
I grabbed the steering wheel as Mrs. Bowles was fighting with it, and suddenly the car straightened itself. We came down the grass verge for about 10 to 15 yards, and we came to a stop.
What is this old ass shit?
Well, then sorry, yes.
That was when we see what I shall say a cigar-shaped object hovering in front of us. Inside were 3 figures. Then I see one of these figures get out of this thing, this object, and it started walking across towards me. Now he had on like a boiler suit, but it was with a polar neck collar. As he walked across, he come to my window. He put his arm on the roof of my car and looked in. Now he was a tall man, roughly 6'1", 6'2". He had pink eyes, which were very piercing.
Pink eyes? That's the same as
Pink
what,
eyes?
Mate. What? Oh my God. Hang on a second. I know you're going to get upset with me, but I've got to find out what these, what they're called. These, aliens with blonde hair. Nordic aliens. Is she talking about Nordic aliens? Because the Nordic aliens, some people refer to them with, pink eyes. Mate, I'm on it. Let's go.
He had sideboards and a beard which met. He looked in at me, then he looked at Ted. After looking at Ted, he looked at my dashboard. And as he was looking at the dashboard, my car engine started up.
No way.
Now the car ignition keys was turned off. And as the engine started up of my car, my headlights were 4 times powerful than what they normally are. It was just like a glow of white.
Oh my God.
Damn.
I see a movement.
He
of
charged the
figure.
lights up.
Oh, by the way, I grabbed Ted. And I said, no, Ted, don't get out, because he wanted to get out. And I just literally wrapped my body around Ted.
You think she's lying,
and then I
chat?
opened one eye, because I'd had my eyes shut. And I opened one eye, and I said, look out, Ted, he's going round the back to you. I see a movement, thinking he was going round the right, all the way round my car. Ted looked over his left hand and shoulder to have a look around to see if he was coming round. And my words were, don't open the door, Ted, don't open the door. But while Ted was looking round and me huddled to him with my eyes closed,
it seems like kind of rehearsed.
the figure disappeared with the object.
Oh, F you. No way.
Why are we so close up on this lady's
Mate,
face
this
too,
is
bro?
Mental. This is mental.
After it gone, after a few seconds, which seemed hours to us, Ted said, well, let's go. Oh, he asked me if he could drive, and I said, not likely. It only meant because it meant me getting out of my car. I put it in person started off, but we could not move. It was as though we were still hitting an invisible barrier. Well, I put her back in neutral and waited for a few seconds, and then I started off again. And we went off perfectly normal in the car. On the Monday, when I got...
This is the bit that I may have listened to right near the end. I thought it was a bit closer to the end, but mate, listen.
Got up, I had a rash on my face, down my neck, and along onto my shoulder.
Which side?
On the right-hand side. It was all like blotchy. It could have been a nerve rash, or it could have been where that
she seems
gentleman
really
stood
calm.
by my window.
Oh my
Incidentally,
Yeah, just a confused old lady or something.
since this happening, I have had a telephone call from a person from London telling me on no account am I to say anything to anyone about this, what we've seen, because I should be having a government official come round to see me.
Mate, what? That's like a mic drop, right? Holy moly, man. I don't know what it is, mate. I just find...
W. Casper site.
We have some ridiculously dangerous, life-threatening, not just human life, but also animal-threatening life conditions coming. And of course, right about now, we start seeing the ignorant comments, well, it's winter, what do you expect? Yeah, there's something called an average temperature, when every single year we know about what the average temperature is. And when we start seeing minus 20 and minus 30 degrees average temperature, the 10s in the southeast, please tell me you guys don't remember the Great Freeze in Texas a few years ago where hundreds of people died? And I'm sure tens of thousands of animals. We saw a -2 all the way to 12 degrees in Houston. And there were massive blackouts and pipe bursts everywhere where people were dying from hypothermia because the South and the Southeast is not used to temperatures being so low. In North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, we can see temperatures as low as single digits. I'm really clueless to why people have literally...
Yo, DJ for real with the hot... Yo, 200 kicks. That... Oh, bro, DJ for real. My dog. You know, if you do 500 at once, it puts you on the stream, dude. When you do 500 at once, it pins you up, DJ for real. Yo, DJ for real, though. Either way, I don't care. 500 kicks from my boy, DJ for real. What's up, dude? I can't. Enter. Sorry, I was struggling to do it. Yes, Mom. I couldn't get it. I was like trying to type the shout out. I was like, DJ for real. Thank you for the 500 kicks. That's what I'm talking about. What is this like dot on my forehead, bro? You guys see that? What is that? It's like dried blood on my arm too. Well, it's not blood from my arm on my head. Yo, DJ for real. Thank you for the 500 kicks, bro. I hope you're having a beautiful night, bro. Thank you for coming in. Welcome to the Jonspiracy Theory. I think this might be close to the end of the Jonspiracy thing. We should look up the flood thing, though. Let's look at the flood thing, and then we'll call it an episode. DJ for real, thank you so much. I think I'm gonna stay live on the green side, you guys. I think I'm gonna stay live on the green side and end my multi-stream, and then just like hang out here and do some cool stuff. So stick around. Don't leave when I do like the Jonspiracy outro. And now we know TikTok hates conspiracies, dude. TikTok hates conspiracies. And I kind of knew that because it's so hard to find conspiracy videos on there. They're like, yeah, I'll stick to the music, John. You're spreading misinformation. Well, we don't want to be doing that, TikTok.
Really no scope of difference in anomalies when it comes to weather and other scenarios. Hence the temperature anomaly minus 40 degrees. We're about to get into specific locations, but we know the weather has been absolutely crazy, and unrelated we have things like radiation fog hanging out in California. And again, the receipts, where I am, no sun, 11 days now. Rest assured there's fog everywhere
There's
though.
that fog.
So who knows what, but something's up. As of right now, Texas to the west is okay as long as it doesn't keep moving south, which it looks like it's going to. And then to the east, we're looking at literally negatives to 1 to about 15 degrees-ish. If it doesn't go any more south, and there's wind chills of negatives everywhere. Everyone really needs to be aware that outside animals have to come in. Ready for the worst part?
Outside animals have to come in.
2 weeks.
Keep the dogs in.
What is going on with the weather these days, guys?
Look at the tower!
Streetlights are freaking out. I'm recording.
Whoa, did you see that? There was something in it.
Yeah, it's gone.
Beam's pulling back. Keep rolling.
Look at the tower!
Streetlights are freaking out.
There's something in it?
I'm recording.
Whoa, did you see that? There was something in it.
Yeah, it's gone.
Beam's pulling back. Keep rolling.
Look at the tower!
Streetlights are freaking out. I'm recording.
Whoa, did you see that? There was something in it.
Yeah, it's gone.
Beam's pulling back. Keep rolling.
Look at the tower!
Blue
Streetlights are
beam.
freaking out. I'm recording.
Whoa, did you see that? There was something in it.
Yeah, it's gone.
Beam's pulling back. Keep rolling.
Are we staring down the pipe of the end times? Are we about to experience an apocalyptic flood a mere 3 or so weeks away, as prophesied by a guy on TikTok? A chosen one, whom the Lord apparently dropped this patch note to with a little sneak peek, giving him a warning, and then also issuing him the noble task of building arcs to save as many as possible. On the surface, it might sound silly that a lot of people are genuinely questioning if this prophecy is going to come true, much like the last Doomsday TikTok prediction. But when you really dive into the meat and potatoes of it and get into the weeds, it's even sillier that anyone, even a single person, would for some reason believe this. It is always just a source, trust me bro type moment. A guy on TikTok claims he received a vision from God, and he draws a big distinction that this is not a prophecy per se, just a vision of the end, that on December 25th the world would, start flooding, wiping us all out, and that he is now, going the route of Noah, needing to build arcs to save people. And that's exactly what he's been doing. His math, I think, is a little off when it comes to his estimations on how many people they can hold. I've seen a bunch of big numbers tossed around, and based on the video footage he's provided of the boats he's building, I don't think the numbers he's proposing would ever
So wait,
work
where does this come
unless
from?
everyone gets hit by a fucking shrink ray or something. Like, it'd be real tough to start making those numbers work that he's tossing around all loosey-goosey. But as for if the world's going to be flooding in 3 weeks, I'm not exactly sold on that. I live my life by a simple rule. There are 2 kinds of men on this planet. Men that have tried to suck their own dicks, and liars. Don't exactly know where this guy fits into that yet. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see on December 25th if the world starts flooding. And if it does, Jiminy Christmas, I'm gonna feel like a real fool for not believing him and booking a ticket for one of the arcs.
I don't think it's
learned
happening.
about this on stream a little bit ago, but then dove in and did my own homework on it, perusing TikTok, the experts, and there are quite a few videos with millions of views talking about
which it
this
very
and
well
showing,
could
like,
be, Drake.
some level of genuine concern. Some of them are just trolling, but there are people that actually think this one's got some real oomph to it because he did build some boats. He did build some arcs. Gotta tell you, sports fans, even if the world doesn't flood in 3 or so weeks, this guy is still going to be set like a sailor here with all these boats he's got at his disposal now. Man, fucking, maybe it wasn't the Lord who gave him that task. Maybe Davy Jones came to him in a dream to build some boats, and Dag nabbit, it did work. He's got quite an impressive collection of boats now that he is building. Did he talk about the guy who's creating the Noah's Ark and said December 24th the world is going to be flooded? Another doomsday prophecy? No, what's his name? I'll check it out.
The Matthew Lillard thing. The Matthew Lillard thing's crazy. So, a lot of people have asked me, what do I think about Quentin Tarantino saying that Matthew Lillard is a bad actor? And my answer is Matthew Lillard is a better actor than Quentin Tarantino could ever hope to be. Matthew Lillard is eons above Quentin Tarantino as an actor. Maybe not as a director, but as an actor.
So the Bible would reenact themselves on the 25th of December onward. Who? You keep saying he. Who is it? Noah? Did he himself come back? He respawned? Like, who is it?
I love his, he's got Matthew Lillard, Banjo-Kazooie, Time Splitters, About Fishing, Rocket League.
Ken Ham. Are you sure it's Ken Ham? Because this is old. This is a guy who built the Ark Encounter, where he made like a tourable Noah's Ark. There's no...
And now we have another prophet who decided it was his time to make himself look like a clown, where he is now claiming that he had a vision that the earth was going to be flooded again on December 25th.
Please, I said 25th December is going to rain, and we are going to stay in this boat for 3 years.
And here this guy is saying on Christmas Day, instead
Bro's
of
literally building the ark,
watching the new season of Stranger Things, you're going to be underwater, pal, if you don't get on my ark. And now we have another prophet who decided it was his time to make himself look like a...
Breaking news, a man named Noah in Ghana is building an Ark of Doom.
His name is Noah?
Because he says the world will end in a few weeks. He says God told him in a dream that starting on December 25th, the things written in the Bible will happen again and a big flood will cover the world. To save people, he is building huge boats. Noah, who lives in a small community in Ghana...
Everyone, what do you think about this?
...says he spent months using special wood to build them. He says the wood is not normal. Every piece was prayed over and chosen with God's instructions. So far, he has built 8 arks using 250,000 wooden boards. He claims one ark can hold 6 million people. He calls himself
6 million people
and says people from anywhere in the world can join him as long as they make a promise to follow God. Online, people are divided. Some admire his faith. Others laugh at him and say he is crazy. He now has 200,000 followers on TikTok, and he says
he is just some random dude on social media claiming to talk to God and be a prophet.
Stop. Noah believes his mission is to save as many lives as possible before the rain begins. He is inviting anyone who believes him to help build more arks and get ready for the flood.
Yeah,
are we all meeting in Ghana
boats,
this
though.
Christmas? Breaking news.
Like, bro, we got technology. We don't got to build them like, you don't got to build your ships like this. What is even this world?
Have you ever heard about the Christmas flood? Have you ever heard about the Christmas flood? The Christmas flood of December 25, 1717, was a devastating natural disaster that struck parts of Northern Europe, including the
how to build
Netherlands,
followers
Germany,
on. Like, fuck, I really need to get my followers up. Dude. Like, well, we could try building an ark and claiming to be Noah and build fucking Noah's Ark. And that'll definitely get us some followers. It's not getting any mainstream coverage, that's for sure. It was, I guess it was flooding in Washington State yesterday, though. I guess it was atmospheric river flooding. What does that even mean? That was kind of cool. What? Is it coming up out the street? What am I even seeing? Yo, bro, shit's smoking out. What is going on? Yo, your brakes are hot, bud. What? No, this is some Jonspiracy shit. The water's coming up out of the fucking earth, you guys. This was yesterday. The flood is gonna happen. It's real. It's real. Not for broadcast. Shit, I'm broadcasting. Got it, big ass truck. Yo, I wonder if we'll see more of that. Same flood logged in yesterday. I don't know if this is right by that same spot. Yeah, damn. Damn is right, Drake. Damn, that's a log jam. Oh, look, he's picking them up one at a time. What do you think you're doing with that, bro? He's like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing here. Like, he don't know where he's putting them. Then I got some chainsaw on a boat, right? Clean that shit up. With the beavers. Dude, maybe we do need an ark. Look at this. The floods are coming. There I go. Spreading misinformation again. Flood getting worse 1 hour ago. Why is there all these streams of this? What is going on? The clay hut man? Yo. That's scary. Moving gold out of them. Out of them there hills. I just feel like this can't be coincidence. Yeah, hopefully you got your house built up high enough. I guess I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't broadcast. It says not for broadcasting. It says you need licensing. But we did broadcast it. That's crazy. That's wild, you guys. That's happening right now. Crazy ass flood, Washington. That'd be crazy, right? To have like the whole world covered in like some water. But if it was covered in a foot of water, that means like when the tides come in and shit, it's gonna raise. Like it's gonna change. If water does cover the world, that means like it's covered by water. So it means we're connected to the ocean, which is the crazy thing. We are. The oceans could decide to just could rise up on us, right, and cover the land. This what like supposedly wasn't this planet just water at some point? All the land was covered. Why wouldn't it happen again? Something's coming. That's all I know. And I'm not trying to spread misinformation. And I'm not. Maybe I gotta stop doing this show. What do you guys think? Do we keep doing the Jonspiracy Theory? I ask this every week. Everybody's always like, you gotta keep doing it, John. But it's like, at what cost, dude? At what cost? Yeah, if you got time set up, you could last years on the water. Yeah. Or at least like maybe go live on a mountain. All right, I think that's enough Jonspiracies for tonight. I love the show, but it's definitely up to you. I know a lot of people do love this show, and it does it does well. But I feel like for it's hard to do for like if you want to be mainstream. You know, I feel like maybe it hurts my viewership and platform visibility. Kick used to front page it. Kick used to front page the show. They don't front page me at all anymore. And it's either because of this show or because of gambling or because of both. It's how we keep you away from the sacrifice. All right. W episode. I'm gonna end most of the streams. I'm gonna keep the green stream going. That's where if you're on any of the other platforms, you have to come over to the one stream now. If you want to hang out with me and chat for the rest of the night, I'll probably be live for another hour, at least hour and a half. Let's see what we got going on. The Jonspiracy Theory, episode 26. I love this show. I think we should keep doing the show. I think it's worth it. It's some of the most fun I've ever had. It's one of my favorite things to do every week. I love talking conspiracies with you guys. And it's obviously it's for entertainment purposes only. We do this for fun, not to spread misinformation or make people uncomfortable or have people be moderately harmed. Like, what? I can't believe TikTok would even say that. Get an hour of free speech in? Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how it should be. Yeah, right? Exactly. That's why I love it. That's why I love the green side, dude. That's why I'll always be loyal to the green. All right. Thank you guys so much. Everybody on the other platforms. We'll see you next week for the Jonspiracy Theory. Don't go any. Stick around if you're hanging on the green side. We're not ending. I'm just going to sign off everywhere else. I'm not ending here, you guys.
Have you ever seen or felt something you can't quite describe? Something you were not supposed to know about. Unknown creatures that stalk the night. World-ruling secret societies. Mind control. Time travel. AI. Or perhaps forces beyond our understanding.
If there is a God, God is either not all-powerful or not all good.
Join us as we delve into these mystery-shrouded parts of our world and try to uncover the truth. Tonight, we stare into the void and maybe catch a glimpse of what is staring back.